We killed a bunch of thorny dudes.
Yes.
We did kill a bunch of thorny dudes.
Some guys were feeling thorny, and you guys were uncomfortable with it.
Wow.
Alright, sorry. Alright, so basically, you guys wrapped up a lot of your side quests to get rewards, and you chatted about it, and you decided you wanted to help Erwin in the from the Blue Water Inn back in Vallaki, who had asked, he's running low on his wine, and he doesn't know what's holding up shipments. So you guys followed the path out. Along the way, you ran into a group of werewolves, in which,
Confirmed!
well, Oscar almost got himself killed asking about it, so.
What do you mean? I told him I was down with the werewolves. We were cool. Been fine.
You're a narc.
On a side note, just better reasons for why I now have calm emotions.
Yes, so you almost provoked a group, but they decided to just keep wandering through the woods, but they were not familiar with any shipments or wagons that have gone missing. You guys ventured further and were pulled aside in the middle of the woods to find the family that owns the winery that's related to Erwin. They explained that there's been a lot of living plants that have been taking over the winery for them, and they couldn't fight it back anymore, and asked for your help. So as you guys approached, you saw the building down into the vineyard valley, and around you became attacked by blights that came in a very large group, to which you guys, Aiden used a bunch of AoE spells to try and fend them off. Oscar put some to sleep in the far corner, and Finch and Romero set themselves up to try and be a blockade. You guys were able to fend them off, and now you're finding yourselves outside of the winery.
Well, don't forget, a bunch showed up afterwards, and I just told them to get out of here, and they did.
Yes, you were able to convince a group to leave, but you didn't get to see how far off they actually are.
I'd like to think pretty far. They won't come back to bite us in the butt.
Of course not. Nothing does.
Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be great.
Yeah. So now you find yourselves standing outside in the vineyard looking upon the building. You can tell the winery itself is very old. It's a 2-story stone building with multiple entrances. There's a layer of really thick ivy covering every wall and iron fencing along its roofline. So you find yourselves at the ground floor of the building. The only thing that you can tell construction-wise is that there's a wooden stable that seems recently constructed that's attached to the east side of the building. And there is also a wooden outhouse towards the west of the winery that's beginning to crumble.
I mean, is there anything stopping us from just walking to this entrance right in front of us?
Nope. So you try that entrance?
Yeah, I'll try that door.
Okay. The door rattles a bit as you attempt to open it, but it does not give.
Alright, Romero. See what you got.
Or I do have thieves' tools. I could try unlocking it.
I guess we want to...
I mean, it's that or I kick the door down.
No,
Or-
let's try the tools first.
Okay, we can use the tools first, I suppose. But if not, I'm gonna kick the door down.
That's fine.
Yeah. So, Jorin, as you approach the door, you try the handle and realize it's actually unlocked. And as you give pressure upon it, it's not moving.
All right. Romero. Sounds like it's up to you. Something's blocking it from the other side.
Oh, from the other side? Well, then why don't we look through the window and see if we can see what's blocking it through the other side?
That sounds like a good idea.
Can I see what's... Can we see what's blocking it from the other side?
Yep. Give me a second.
I mean, if we get this weird angle, we can.
You're trying to peer through the window, but it's pretty dirty, so you don't get to see too much inside of what's in the room. But you can get a kind of glance of what's inside, and you see lots of glass throughout the room. Kind of glass bottles, glass and just glasses in general.
Like nicely stacked or shattered on the ground?
Still pretty nicely stacked.
Well, time to ruin that. Go, Romero. I choose you.
All right. I'm gonna first off, I'm gonna pull Oscar over by me, and then I'm gonna smash this window and toss him inside.
I was
Oh.
going to say, how big is the window and can I fit through it?
It's a standard size window, so if broken, you guys could probably get through.
Apparently,
But
it's at least Oscar size.
It will be when Romero's done.
yeah, so Romero, I guess. Let me think. Trying to.
But before we do all of this, can I cast Aid on the party?
What's aid do? Is that
Don't
the
give me
extra
aids.
D4 to skill checks?
No. There, I'll link it, and I'm casting it. Yeah, at level 2.
Ah.
So I can't target myself, but there's 3 other people playing, so I guess you all gain 5 more health to your hit point maximum and hit points
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
for 8 hours,
Yeah.
and that's healable because it lasts 8 hours and it's not temporary health. It's literally just to your hit point max.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Shit
I'm
is
now at
combusted.
28.
Woohoo.
And then
Now,
again, I
fellas-
break this window and I toss Oscar inside.
Yes.
Dealing 5 damage.
So yeah, so I'm gonna say Romero that you find the window itself is not difficult to break open, but there's glass shattering everywhere. Make a Constitution save.
A Constitution save, you say?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. So as the glass is shattering around you, you can kind of like feel it fly around, but it doesn't seem to affect you or harm you. And you throw Oscar through?
Yes.
Okay. Oscar, make a Constitution check. Or actually make a...
Dex?
Yeah, do an acrobatics dex.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
23.
So...
We've done this before.
Did...
You land in a pile of glass.
So, Romero, did you tell him beforehand what you were doing, or you just started to do it?
I kind of just like grabbed him and tossed him in.
Okay, so yes,
But
Oscar.
I'd like to think this wouldn't be our first time doing this.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say that Romero has probably just randomly tossed Oscar through many a window.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, yeah, Romero, you grab Oscar by the arm, by his arm at first, and then kind of get a grasp on like his shirt from the waist and start to fling him through the window. And Oscar, knowing the party trick all too well, having grown up together,
It's our version of get help.
you kind of like how do I explain it? You know how like a diver like tries to just like they have a form.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have that kind of form through the window to avoid the broken glass, and you kind of like hit the floor beyond the pool of broken glass underneath the window.
I for sure then stand up and go, ta-da!
There's no one in there to congratulate you, but Romero, you
You
can.
hear some light clapping.
So Hops, can you
I
get
join
me
in.
into that room? I can't bring the token.
Yes.
It's like the game didn't think we'd be able to throw people through a window into a room.
I need to put on the. Okay. Yeah.
And then I say, hey, unlock the door.
Yeah, I'll go do that.
And walk back towards the door.
Is there something blocking the door?
You saw a wooden barricade that you can just take off and put on the floor.
Alright, I'll take off, put it on the floor. And then I'll grab one of these wine bottles.
Okay. So yeah, is the door open for you, Finch? Can you go through?
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so now standing in this room, you see that it is indeed, it's kind of like a workshop where wine bottles are manufactured. You see various tools lying about that would imply this, and there's a wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. There's
These are empty wine bottles?
yes.
I put it back. It has no use to me.
There's also a hearth built into the southwest corner, and there's a barrel of standing next to it. There's a staircase that appears to go downwards, and between between the stairs and the rack of bottles where Finch is standing is another barred door.
Barred from our side or the other side?
Your side.
Oh. Well, wait, that seems ominous.
So people
That's-
really didn't want people going in this basement, but we haven't checked the rest of this floor.
Well, let's go check the basement first.
What do you think, Finn? You want to lead the way, and I'll come up to.
Should we first put the barricade back up?
I mean, the window's broken, so they'll come through that. I mean, we could put the barricade up if you're really worried about people following us.
They could
Oh.
be afraid of the glass.
I'll re-barricade the door.
Okay.
Or we barricade the door from this side.
Both doors are barricaded from this side.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why this door seems so interesting that it was barricaded from the inside as well.
Like someone came up from the
Oh.
basement and barricaded both of these doors.
So let's go see who's hopping out in the basement.
Okay.
Why are we wide straight to the basement?
Actually, hold up. Somebody that can see in the dark can go first.
Oh yeah, that's not us humans. Romero?
I mean, I could take the lead if you guys want. I was gonna let Finch lead. You don't have torches?
I mean, I do, but
Are we trying to be sneaky?
I mean, I didn't think we were.
Breaking
mean,
the
pretty
window
much-
doesn't seem very
we
sneaky.
already threw someone through a window.
We also
Alright.
fought an army in the fields just outside of this building.
Well then, let's light it up. We bring out torches. Here you go, Finch. Here's the torch. Now will you lead?
Oh, hold on.
I mean, clearly the best way to shield us is for us to be behind you.
Yeah, what's your range of light?
Let me double check. I don't know. It's like 60 feet or something like that.
I'll find it for you. 60-foot cone, and then additional dim light for 60 feet.
Okay. So what's the party order?
Finch is first. I assume Oscar's next.
Yep.
I'll take up the flank. So
Do it like that.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay. So I'll start leading you guys into the basement.
To the basement.
Yeah, basement.
You don't all fit.
I can't see.
Oh
Okay.
no. Oh no, Chaos Eye Infection isn't in the chat. Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway, so can you see, Finch? Did the lighting seem to work for you?
I can only see everything in the room, if that's what you mean.
Okay. So yeah, so you've come down the staircase. As you go down the staircase, you see that thick moss covers all the walls around you, and it seems as if you're going underground. At the foot of the steps is a landing with an arched wooden door set into that northern wall.
Is this door also barricaded?
It is not.
Oh, well, like open up and
Okay, so do you see light and such?
I do.
Okay. So you find yourselves in a wine cellar. There are wooden pillars and beams supporting the 10-foot high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar. It's split into two by a 5-foot thick brick wall over here on this side. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles.
This one's filled with wine bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move in. You can move 8.
Okay. So,
Oh.
what's up? Did you notice something?
Yeah. I my character peered around this wine rack and saw some friends.
Yep, and the friends clearly spot you. You see that something moves behind the eastern wine rack. Through the holes, you glimpse a half-dozen humanoid figures, one with a full rack of antlers. You hear a gravely voice mutter the words of a spell. Roll initiative.
Okay, I'm just saying you do have the choice to not fight. That is an option.
Yeah, would just be hello.
Throwing that out there. We don't want to fight.
Did my initiative get added to the thing?
It doesn't look
No.
like it did.
Mine did for once.
It did,
But,
and so did
mine.
Finch's.
Jorin's did.
Mine's also in blue for some reason. don't know
I
why.
updated that to a 12.
Yours is in blue on the side because it's highlighting your chat.
Your
box.
personal.
Oh, okay.
Because
But,
you did it.
And
Let's try
then
that again. How about now? Nope, nothing.
nope, I took your first number though and I put it in myself. Let me see
Okay.
if Aiden's works. Where's initiative on these?
It's
Top
right next to
by,
armor class.
Alright, it doesn't look like his got. Because it rolled it
I
as
think you
me.
did.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, 19
Yeah,
is up
it's
there.
a-
This came in. I still don't see.
Yeah.
I fixed
Yeah,
yeah,
Oscars.
I don't still Oscars,
I
but
don't
as long as
see.
you have it.
I guess I don't need to see Oscars.
Yeah. Let me.
His is a 12, so he's between me and Finch.
Yep, it should be ordered. And then let me roll for these guys. This one doesn't have it. Thought I had this all set up.
Initiative. Well, one of them is a druid, apparently.
One looks like a druid at least.
Pretty sure it's the horned. Well, what? I mean, just sneak by. Oh, I know which one it is.
That turns for all these guys. So that's this one. And then these are. I know what these are.
So we're gonna try to be friendly first.
Don't have to be. But that was my guy's first guess.
I mean, out of game going in here, they barricaded themselves from something. So
Yeah.
Are these the same people who we scared away a little bit ago?
They look very familiar, yes. Okay, and I have Aiden in here as well. But where are my notes? I have the notes.
And you're sure you have Oscar on the list because we don't see him.
You still don't see him?
no.
I see
As long
him.
as he's
As long as you
all
see
that
him,
matters.
Yeah.
I
So
just
I'm
want
in
to make sure.
between.
Oh,
go
I know
right
what's
before the
going.
bad guys.
So then
Yeah.
there's this. Let me know if you see him this
Nah.
time.
Now he's there.
I do. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yep.
there he goes.
Yeah, my name's listed.
Mm.
Fancy.
Ooh.
All you no-named initiative rollers.
Okay. So
Mine has a name for me, but not for anyone else.
Same.
So I
then
assume
okay,
It's
it's
safe.
just us. Well, why would we need to know our own names?
So you know where you're at.
I guess
This
because
is
people
you.
don't have-
Look at you.
look at
because people
you.
don't have amazing tokens like we do.
That's true.
Okay. So this first one comes through and spots you and moves forward to Oscar and goes in for a claw attack.
Is Jorin in front of Oscar on everyone else's screen?
No, he's behind you on my screen.
Okay, well, that's weird.
So does a 13 hit you, Oscar?
It does not.
Okay. So then that's his turn. Then it is Aiden's turn. I have his sheet up. There it is. Let me look at his new spells. I don't know. Oh, he does have his slots remaining on them as well. Okay. And he has which ones are prepared by the dots.
Yes.
Cool. How many slots should he have for a third level? He has it at 0 right now. Would that be
He
at...
probably spent them all.
You guys didn't have these before, did you?
Oh,
Did he have slow last game?
he might not have any prepared because he doesn't, because he didn't rest.
Oh, okay.
Because wizards have to prepare so many.
Okay. I'll say that he moves here and then tolls the dead this one. So he has to make...
Sounds like Aiden.
It's a wisdom save. and it is able to save against the death ringing in its ears. Then it is the next Needle Blight, which I'll make this one, and he will claw at Romero and critically fails. So in trying to claw against Romero, he actually realizes he's nicked one of his claws in the edge of Romero's armor and hurts himself in the process. Oops, that's not how you roll a d4.
Can you... Oh, we can attack through this wine rack? Or...
There are holes. Oh, he is behind the wine rack, isn't he? So,
I was just say, I don't see who's attacking me.
Yeah.
What does he try to do then? I guess, sorry, I take that back. So,
Pokes a bottle
He
through
tries
at
to
you.
reach his hand through the wine rack, which was stupid, but he tried, and then he hurt himself.
Oh, we could just knock this entire thing over on them, couldn't we?
yeah, so this Needle Blight moves over here, so you should probably be able to see him now, Finch.
That's true.
I do.
And
Do you,
then
do you say that
Jorin.
out loud, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah. Oscar says that, like, we could just knock this over on you guys.
I
So,
like
I'm
this
assuming,
plan.
I'm assuming, too, the wine rack's probably at least 10 feet tall,
Probably, if I can't see over it.
Yeah.
so it should take up the 2 squares and get them all besides this one guy I'm fighting.
Yeah, I think that it has. Oops.
Splash damage.
Splash damage. That's not my notes.
No. Does it look like something that we can push over?
I want to double check the height for you guys because you guys were curious about that.
But I'm
If
sure
it's
if if you use your turn, Finch, to aid Romero, and then you both can probably on his turn knock
I think
it over.
Finch is
with
actually
ease.
stronger.
Are you?
Wise, yeah, than Romero, because Romero has a lot in charisma for the auras he's gonna get next level.
All right. All right, Finch, sweep the
I have
leg.
+4 strength.
Yeah, he is stronger than me then.
Okay. It doesn't
Yeah.
tell you. It doesn't say, but if you guys can't see past it, then yeah. All right, but it
Nobody
is.
else goes after a guy.
Yeah, it's Jorin's turn.
But like, it doesn't go all the way to like touch the ceiling, so it looks like it can be pushed over. It's mostly what I want to know.
Yeah, does it look like we could possibly knock this? It's not bolted to the floor or
Yeah.
or connected to the ceiling somehow, is it? Like it's not just like pillars that they've
Roll
put
perception.
shelves between.
Yeah, let me reread this.
Kate, yes, and us.
Each
Yes, but
each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack.
8 feet tall wooden partition. So it's just a partition.
Yes, there are.
So it
There
is
are pillars.
physical.
It's a 10-foot tall ceiling.
So yeah, it can definitely get pushed over. Then.
Uh-huh.
You got
Yes.
2 feet clearance.
So then I'm on board with the idea. So
wanna
I'll
give it a try.
step up to the wine rack and prepare to help Romero and Finch try and push this over.
Okay, so you're preparing your action.
Yeah, I'll hold
Okay,
to help push.
then it is Romero's turn.
So should I push this turn or should I just prepare for Finch's turn?
I think just push this turn.
All right, works for me. Let me see if I want to do anything beforehand, real quick. No, I don't think that'll help with this. So yeah, I guess I'll just try to push it over. Is that just strength, athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
And then with advantage.
Is Jorin helping
Jorin's
now or like?
Yeah, I'll help now.
Okay, then yeah, with advantage.
Oh well.
Ugh.
Yes. So Romero, you take. Are you pushing shoulders, both hands? What's your technique?
I'm gonna say like I kind of braced myself because I would have my shield out. I'd kind of brace my shield against it and then pushed with like my shoulders.
Okay. So you place your shield against the wine rack and begin to like push forward with your shoulders, hoping the shield can help you. But the wine rack doesn't really budge. All you get out of it is hearing the glass kind of clink as it nudges forward a bit.
Like Finch, give me some help. This thing's heavy.
Then Oscar.
Oscar, you gonna try and reason with the blight in front of you?
Yeah, let me try to
Calm
well,
emotions on the blade, and then push the rack over.
can I see the druid? I don't know how line of sight. Like technically with the shadows, I can't, but I don't know because it's the wine rack. Can I see the
No.
druid person? No.
Like through
Alright, then.
it's kind of like through the holes you'd be able to make out that there's human figures, but you wouldn't be able to tell like
Who's who?
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me. I'll just shout out to all of them. Like, hey, let's all just calm down, and maybe like we can come to some kind of agreement here. We don't need to fight. And I'm instead of casting my spell, I'm just gonna try to persuade them.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
How do you have a +10 to persuasion? Jesus Christ.
How do you have a +10?
I'm pretty sure it's either a feat or I can look into it.
I was just thinking, I was like, what?
Cause I also have a +10 to my deception.
Okay. Are you a actor?
I might be.
But anyway.
I'll check into it.
Yeah. But yes, so you shout out these words, but you don't hear any kind of answer back. That,
All right.
Then it
I'll let
is.
their actions speak for them.
I mean, even if he had actor, that wouldn't add to his
No.
performance or deceptions. That would just give him an advantage when he was doing those to pretend to be someone else, which he's not doing
That's
here.
right. All right. So then this bench you see in front of you step out from the side behind the wine rack. Another one of these needle blights come after you, and then it claws at you. It's an 18 hit.
No.
Okay. So it claws.
Actually, yes, it does.
So it claws at you, finding one of your small weak points in your armor, dealing the 6 piercing damage.
Ha. Lies.
And then Finch, it's your turn.
I don't think there's any. But are they still behind this thing at this point? It seems like they've all moved out, right?
There's at least 3 of them.
All right. I'm gonna help push, I guess.
And it's because I was looking into. I have expertise in those 2 skills.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it. Because then you get, what, +6?
All right. So are you standing from where you are, Finch, or are you doing it? Are you gonna move?
Move.
Right. He should be able to like just put his hands on the side of it from the end, right?
Yeah, it's up to him. I'm just checking.
I did a thing.
Yes.
Because then you don't get the attack of opportunity.
If Jorin helped
Technically,
Romero,
he still doesn't get the attack.
Oh, right, because he didn't lose.
he didn't leave
just
his square.
died.
Yeah. Does Jorin still provide advantage if he helps
It's
Romero?
up to you. Romero and Jorin are both still pushing on it.
That's true,
technically.
because it would be in the second. All right. So yes. So Finch, you give it. Do you also put your shield up and push the same way Romero is, or do you have a different technique?
I was gonna go high.
So you're stretched. How tall are you again?
Let's see. I am not higher than him.
I think you're what,
That's all on
6
hand
feet.
placement.
I don't think it's been properly defined, but it's not.
Are you 2 Jorins tall?
How many
Alright,
Jorins
I'm
are you?
Probably like 0.8.
He lifts all with his back in a jerking motion.
Wait, what? How tall did you say you are?
I was like 0.8 Jorins. Like, how tall is Jorin?
Jorin's like
0.8?
0.8.
I'm like 3 feet, man.
You're 2'6".
Oh, I'm sorry. not that. No. I'm the shortest human ever. Actually, I'm a dwarf, but not like the class dwarf. No.
I have this written down somewhere. Hang on, I'm trying to find my height for you.
All right. I'm like, I'd say 5'11", maybe 6.
Okay, so I'd say you probably can reach your hands relatively close to the top of the wine rack then, right? If it's 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
So you do that. You kind of like stretch up and you try and leverage it to push it forward. And you can feel it kind of like lean forward, but then it kind of pushes back against you and kind of does that wobble. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
where you're able to push it forward, but it doesn't fall over completely and kind of puts itself back in place. And you hear like
Oh.
various bottles fall over.
We might be on the wrong end of a soda machine.
So then you guys hear the shuffling of like plant limbs, and Romero, you can see one start to like, or you see one on the edge of the wine rack, and it tries to reach out to you, but it can't really get to you. Or well, how does it work if I have enemies move through playable characters?
You don't?
Can they?
They can't
don't
move
think
through
you-
us.
That's what I
I
was.
don't think they can.
That's what I thought. It's just friendlies. All right, and then the next.
I'm the only one that can move through people.
Yeah, they can if they're small.
Small
Or maybe
creatures, or if
small
they
is
have the
advantage, but-
the magics.
Or if they have the feat. What is it? I forget. Escape artist or something like that.
Okay.
You can move.
I could maybe see you make an argument for if they're invisible. I think it's scoop by.
Yeah. Or I know anything with like
Yeah,
mist
'cause you wouldn't be able to
abilities.
block them. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know it's there.
And then you Fench nearer to you, you hear the shuffling of like plant-like feet as well, and then you see one approach next to you and it claws at you. Does a 6 hit?
No.
Okay. So it attempts to claw at you, but it just finds itself catching itself on your shoulder armor since you still kind of have your arms up against the wine rack. And then the voice you heard whispering a spell completes its spell and casts. Where is its sheet?
Wish.
Oh, yes.
wish and
Oh.
it wishes all of your characters were suddenly women.
Thunder
What?
wave.
Oh, this is
That
bad.
doesn't sound like a fun time for anybody.
This is gonna be really bad.
We are okay. So I want to point out the implications of what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna hit us with
we-
thunder wave and send this flying into us.
And everybody in this room is going to be deaf.
Yep.
Everybody.
No one said this was a smart druid.
It's like shooting a bullet off in a metal room. I mean, like, yeah, you disorientated the enemy, but you're deaf too.
She's opening the screen door in the submarine.
I mean, technically, thunder wave doesn't do deafness. It's just really loud. But
It's DM's discretion.
Is that how all spells work?
technically, that's how. It works.
Yep. You guys won't go
I
deaf
cast-
from it, but you
I
do.
cast fireball. Deafness.
But you guys, yep, you need to make your saves.
Everybody?
Let's see. What's a 15-foot square from?
Let me.
I think
That's everybody.
either Finch or myself or both.
That's everybody.
Is it everybody? Oh, damn.
No, that's not a 15-foot square.
It can hit everybody but Fench.
Yes.
15-foot square originating from the person casting.
Right, but you pick how the square looks. So like, you could draw one.
It's not a 15-foot radius, so it's not.
Oh, it's a 15-foot cube, so it's.
Yeah.
You could do like that down to here and then up like that cube.
Are you drawing a
That's really
shape?
janky
I don't
looking.
see
Are
it.
we- What are we making con saves?
Yeah, con saves.
That doesn't look great.
Oh, well, good news. You can hit me if you want. Oh,
Just delete Romero.
Whoa, where did you go? Hit
It-
Control
I
Z?
I think you just deleted Romero. Romero died from the
Yeah, Romero died from the thunder wave.
he was
I can't
Father!
control Z it, so
Let me get you from another page then.
should have me from upstairs, right? Jeez.
No, it's your same tokens.
Oh,
We didn't move maps, we just moved positions.
Yeah.
It's a big map.
The rabbit's snoring behind me. Just here.
suddenly Romero was teleported somewhere very far away.
Okay. Are you back? Do you see yourself?
I do. Just make sure that that's got the initiative link. Because it removed me from the list as well.
Yeah.
What was your initiative?
15.
15.
Okay.
And the
Oopsie.
thunder wave.
Okay.
Thunder.
Thunder
Hear the
wave.
thunder.
Anyway, so the three of you made your saves, and the save was a 12 that you needed.
So a 3 didn't
Well,
make it.
one of us made the save.
Mm-hmm. So on a failed save, you take
So
that
we take
13.
half damage.
On a save, you take half.
We're taking 13 damage.
Are we rolling up or down for the half?
Down.
7 or 6? 6, okay.
And yeah, everybody else takes Jorin. Oh, and Aiden needs to make a save as well, right?
Yes.
Come on, Aiden.
Whew.
Where is his sheet? Oh, he's good.
Hardiest wizard.
Yes. Yeah, on a successful save.
Slightly further away from the spell. So
Yes. So everybody, the two that failed, you guys are pushed back 10 feet. So how does that affect Jorin and Aiden?
Jorin will get thrown into Aiden, and the two of them will take falling damage for that.
I'm pushed back 10 feet, you say?
Mm-hmm.
And then Oscar will hit the wall behind him because he only moves 5 feet and take 10 feet worth of falling damage. So that's a d6 as well.
What?
I'll just roll 1 for all of you.
And Thunderwave also throws the rack at me and Finch. So however much damage that does also hits us.
It will not throw the whole rack.
Oh, so
Rack's
we
too
should stop
big.
trying.
Yeah.
It's gonna shoot bottles of wine. at
Anyway,
you.
so the rest of you take 2.
I am very low health.
And then
It's a good thing I gave you that extra
5.
5.
Yeah.
X.
I'm doing quick maths. Okay.
Math.
Trying to figure out Aiden's health for him.
Action.
But yes. Action math. Yes.
Did we get shot with a bunch of wine bottles?
Hold on.
This Thunderwave does say that it throws any object in the.
Sounds like Romero wants to kill us.
Does it throw or it pushes?
Yes.
They just slide out slightly.
It shoots them out with force. There's a reason it just flung you 10 feet into Aiden.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just wasn't sure.
It just says they're pushed 10 feet away, so I think they just fall gently out of the rack and roll across the floor.
So yeah, so the
Making
wine
the rack lighter, that's pushable.
the wine rack was filled to the brim with like wine bottles, and you see over a dozen bottles start to fly all across the room. Some of them just fly and kind of land next to Jorin. And some splash against Finch and Romero, but since they had their shields up to the thing, it kind of just smashes against their shields and they hold it back. And then there's glass everywhere now.
Good thing I'm short.
Good thing you're short. Yeah, it was the
I wear heavy armor.
it was the comical thing where you just see the bottles trace around Jorin and not actually hit him. Okay. And then it is this Blight's turn. So he stands up here, getting ready for an attack again. And he shoots off... Oh, no, it only
Lighting
does...
lights.
Yeah, but he attacks Oscar again. 16 hit.
That one will hit. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And then it will be Aiden's turn. So Aiden was pushed this far back. He goes past Jorin to stand here. I don't have a spell list memorized. I'm not going to cast these. I just want to read their text first.
I got a spell.
You say you got a spell and you have the lantern.
It's a ritual cast.
Mm.
Ooh, I got this one now. I can rope trick.
Better spell.
I think
I can do.
I will mime away with my rope trick.
you'll mime
into an
away.
into an extra dimensional space.
I think Aiden will go ahead and try to toll the dead this blight here. He needs to
Toll the
make a save. And it does not save. And it wasn't hurt before, so it takes the 5 damage. Yep. So then it is this blight's turn, but he can't make it to everyone, so he kind of Finch, you kind of see like his shadowy figure move across the wine rack, but you don't get to see where he's ended up. And then it is Jorin's turn.
Well, since Aiden is helping out on Finch's side, I have very little faith in Oscar to do much. So I'm going to shoot at the blight next to Oscar and Romero.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That definitely hits.
And I get 2 attacks now. Go Rangers.
Woo!
Shoot him twice.
That hits. Yep. So with those 2 arrows, you steadily aim down, focused in on taking care of these blights. And you see this one go down. And it is dead. Then it is Romero's turn. Are you muted?
Maybe I was muted. Maybe. So I want to use a channel divinity, and I want to use conquering presence to frighten all of the enemies I see in front of me right now.
Okay. So it'd be those, and do they need
So
to
they
make
need to make a wisdom save of 15.
15? So I'll start with this guy.
Okay.
He is not scared.
Okay.
He's not scared. The druid.
It's like,
You know, if they're all not feared, I'm going to cuss you out, right?
The druid is scared, and this needle blight on the far end is scared. Can you see the one on the other side of the wine rack near Finch?
No.
Okay. So yeah, these 2 are scared, but the 2 right in front of you are not.
Fucking Kate or fucking rolls.
hey. You said
They have a
ignore him.
-1 to wisdom, and she's still rolling friggin' max rolls.
She did roll a 20.
I did roll a 20.
And 2 19s. Ridiculous.
That's
It's okay, Seth.
3 19s technically. The
But
druid's
also
second
a
roll
one.
was a 19.
She's ridiculous.
So yeah, she's in either 20s or 1s.
Yeah, it's my turn though.
Okay, that's your turn. All right, so Oscar.
Quick question. What is behind me? What's this to my right?
Somewhere you should check out after we kill these.
Not now. I'm surprised it is not in this section of my notes.
From what I can see, it looks like a slide.
Yeah, so looking at it, Oscar, it looks like a ramp of sorts, and you can kind of see scuff marks that would imply what you'd expect to be the size of a barrel compared to like
Alright,
what you've
just
seen
roll
at
a barrel down there.
taverns. Yeah.
I'm gonna in this corner. Can I reach this guy here?
Can you see him?
Yes.
Then I'll allow it.
Awesome. Then I'm going to... I'll shoot him with my rapier.
Shoot him?
Yeah,
So,
yep, just poke
how
at
about
him.
you use a consent here?
Okay. That does not hit.
Oh no!
So yeah.
He's all yours, brother. I'll give him a bardic inspiration. So it's now D8 you get to add to your attacks.
Statistics are on your side.
Yes. So yeah, Oscar, you reach around. That's a poor choice of phrase. You try to use your rapier to stab the blight from.
I reach around my rape. All right.
your,
You-
You reach around Romero.
What a bard.
What a bard. Yeah, so you try to stab the blight from around the wine rack using your rapier, but it's just too short to really do any damage to him. Then it is this blight's turn. So he runs past his friend, runs here, and then attacks Aiden.
That's just mean.
This one?
But still, it's just mean. Defense.
What does defense do?
I mean,
Disadvantage on attack.
Okay.
Anybody that's within.
So it takes the 9.
Yeah, so it takes a 9. Yes, which does not hit Aiden. So he scratches frantically, but Aiden is able to step aside, and it is Finch's turn.
Aiden's fancy wizard
Well,
rooms.
there's-
Hold them
Isn't
all.
that one feared?
Oh yeah, you're right. This is one of the feared ones. So I guess he hides in this corner, or no?
He just runs from me.
So let's see, 5,
I think that's hiding in the
15.
corner still, right?
Well, there's still an area
can
back
go
here
around.
he can go. Yeah, and then Finch, you can
I'm gonna
get.
opportunity attack his ass.
Oh, I picked the. Yeah.
So say, what am I doing with this fear paladin if he's not gonna get any bonus?
I forgot which one it
You're just gonna
was.
Ignore it all.
But go ahead. You can.
All right, let's fight.
You sound so confident. The
Oh.
blight in its fear is running pretty quickly, and you try to take your sword to it, but he runs just past you, and you're unable to make any damages against him.
Whiff.
Whiff.
Mm.
Nice try.
So I'd say you get about that far. Yep, and then
Should have tripped him.
Don't worry, Finch. I got him.
all right. So this Needle Blight's turn. He goes and he attacks Finch.
Fight me, bro.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
All right.
last session I couldn't roll.
We do.
Definitely making up for the terrible roll from last time.
Yes. So
She said, "Oh, you guys think I roll like shit now?" Huh?
so yes. So that Needle Blight, he
I was going easy on you.
he's able to
You should have seen all
find
the secret rolls I didn't show you last week.
he's able to make or find one of your weak spots since you were distracted trying to attack the running away blight. He took advantage and scratched at one of your open areas, dealing a ton of damage. And then it is this blight's turn to no. Yes, this one. And he claws against Romero. 22 hit?
Yeah, I'll
What is this?
What is this?
it's just hop. That's all she does is roll like
All I'm saying is
incredibly high.
Heavy armor master.
That's another 19
Best.
she's rolled against me.
best skill. It has worked every single time.
Okay, so it is.
Well, let me ask you this, Anthony. Would a
Yes.
23 hit you?
I mean, it would still hit me, but no matter what, I'm taking less damage than everybody else.
So what you're saying is, since you're taking so much less damage, you don't want any of Romero's heals after combat.
What I'm saying is, you can save them. Trust in me, unless I need it.
All right, and then the druid
Trust in me.
runs off to this spot to get away from Romero. Then it is Aiden's turn. So then Aiden will.
Shoot the druid.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong sheet.
Cast Blight of the Old One.
But yes, he casts magic missiles all aim towards the druid.
Done turned
Many
down
missiles.
the wrong corner.
Yeah, so that all that damage gets applied, right, Stryder?
I mean,
Yep.
they don't have to run from me. They just aren't allowed to approach me.
But they can still see you, so they need to leave your line of sight, right? Or being able to see you.
Yeah, if they want to do a check to try to not be scared anymore.
Yeah, no, they're leaving. But yes. But I'm asking about magic missile. If I aim all 3 at the same target, that's
Yeah,
the total damage it
does
takes.
the 10, yeah.
Okay. So yep, the missiles, Aiden makes shapes in the air and points his hand towards the scared druid running from Romero, and you see 3 missiles fly towards them, striking the target. Then it is this Blight's turn. He comes over and
And then she's gonna roll another 19.
I'm
claws.
gonna use cutting word. Cutting word.
Well,
Cutting word.
does an 18 hit?
No, an 18 doesn't hit.
Oh, okay.
So he scratches against Romero's shield that he has up, but he's unable to break through like the other Blight next to him. Now it's Jorin's turn.
If that 18 did hit, she did roll max damage though.
Yep. Thank God for that cloak of protection.
Wait, what is your armor class, Romero?
19.
Okay.
The worst part is, right, the last one she hit me with, right, even if I had what is it, Shield of Faith on, she still would have hit me. I would have had a 21 AC and she still would have hit me.
I need to get behind you. Mine is 14.
I keep telling you you need to stand behind me.
I don't know how you always get in front.
Because I try diplomatic approach first, and then when that doesn't work, they shank me real good, real fast.
real good, real fast.
But you
Well.
try though every time.
It's true. At least you're trying.
Well, now that I can see the druid that tried to deafen me, I'm gonna cast the Hunter's Mark on him or her. I can't tell. The druid. It.
It's a female.
And then,
The
and then
picture
shoot it.
looks
The
female.
one with the estrogen.
Wow.
No, man.
I don't know if that's
I
better.
don't,
or
I don't want to
worse.
assume. You know. The antlered one.
Yes.
And so cast the Hunter's Mark and then shoot it twice with some short bows
Okay.
because it's what I do. Does the 17 do damages?
Yes.
Pew, pew.
Okay. And that
Try
one also
again.
hits.
Pew, pew.
Yep. So. Yep. So, you aim for the druid who's still surprised by the missiles that attacked her coming from Aiden, and then you make your mark. You put an arrow easily into their shoulder and then into the back of their leg, and they fall forward dead. Then it is Romero's turn.
I'm gonna smack one of these blights.
Okay.
Don't forget you have
and
the
Oh yeah, I have a
bardic
D8.
inspiration.
Yep. So those two together hit.
And that deals.
Okay. Do you have a preference on which blight? I think this is the one that did damage.
The one in front of me.
So this one?
No, the other one.
Okay. So
Hitting that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
So so you bring your flail down, eager to protect Oscar and eager to get revenge on it doing damage to you, and you slug it against the side of its head, and it looks very confused and disoriented, but it's not quite downed yet.
Well, it doesn't matter because I swing again.
Okay, that definitely hits. And this time, you take extra caution and slam it down directly in the forehead, and the blight just falls backwards and does not get back up.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, so Oscar.
I'm gonna just shout mean words at this guy over here, and give me a wisdom save because I am vicious mockering him.
What do you say?
mother was a hamster.
Yeah, just say mean word, like the word mean words at him.
You just
mean words.
mean words. Well,
And the
Mean
9,
words.
the 9 does not save.
so you see the blight. He didn't really have expression on his face before, but now looks pretty sad and hurt at hearing but it looks very discomforted by the mean words you've thrown in its direction.
And he'll take that 1 point of damage.
And he does.
Yes, he will.
So then
That hasn't gone up. I thought that would have gone up.
at level 5, yeah, as a cantrip, it doesn't get a second D4.
Let me check. I'll let you know. I'll look into it.
Okay. So the needle blight next to Fench goes and claws at him.
It doesn't scale. Oh no, it does. At 5th level, you have 2d4.
Aha! So take probably this other one. Let's find out. No.
Okay.
3. So a total of 4 damage.
Yep. So
You
it
just
went.
have to edit your spell damage after this.
So yeah. So feeling at first feeling
spell.
yeah, and at first feeling discomforted, now looks actually visibly hurt by what you said. And then the needle blight. Does a 12 hit you, Fench?
A 12 does not hit.
Okay. So yeah. So seeing
Still not updated.
the others around them falling to their death, the needle blight gets desperate and scratches against you, but is unable to break through your armor.
Take that, you blight. Nerd.
So Fench's turn.
Nerd.
All right, I'm gonna hit it once and then hit it again. Boom,
That definitely hits.
and then boom.
And that also definitely hits.
Oh,
Okay. So you're having fought against this needle blight for a bit, you're able to see its weak points, and you slice through it in half with your long swords, and just see the two halves fall away at the ground.
wow.
Then
All right.
oh, go ahead. Do you have some? Do you want to move or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Right up against it.
Okay, you're just hanging out there.
I mean, I can't attack it. So.
Okay. So yeah. So this one that Oscar made feel very upset attacks you, Romero.
But it has disadvantage because of his vicious mockery.
Yes.
Yep.
And being so distraught about the words, he's kind of more or less waving his arms around, not really aiming to hit very well, and just kind of flails about and doesn't do anything to you, Romero.
Nice.
And then this blight, seeing that Fench has approached it, he goes through and he decides to shoot needles out of him in defense. Say 15 hit.
Pew pew pew.
No.
Okay, so the needles fly out from the blight and just bounce off of your shields. Then it is Aiden's turn, so he will toll the dead.
Oh,
Toad dead.
Tow them.
Tow them.
Throw out your dead.
And, and it has not been hurt yet, so he does... Oh, he did more damage. So, deals that much damage to it. The blight, you can see it's... the various tree-like limbs are falling off of it and withering away and dying. And then it is Jorin's turn.
Go to the shooty with arrows plan.
Classic plan.
Hasn't failed me yet.
That hits.
Do the thing. Pew. I think that one definitely hits.
Yes.
Pew, pew.
Yep. So, Fench, you hear arrows whiz past you, and Jorin, and see that these arrows hit the blight both in the forehead and shoulder, and it falls backwards. And it starts to wither up and die. And it is Romero's turn.
I'm just gonna try to smash this.
Romero smash.
That definitely hits. Okay, so with that flail, You aim for it, it hits it right in the neck, and the head actually rolls off of this blade. As the two are separated, it is dead.
It's pretty impressive work with a flail. It'd be really hard to knock someone's head clean off.
Well, they're also trees, so they're not really, there's not much bone.
Fair enough, but I'm just talking we're in close quarters.
This is true. All right.
I ducked.
Yeah, as the overhand swing, and Oscar's like, "Oh shit!"
Duck. All right, but yes, you guys have cleared out this menace.
I could use healing. I
How
will
much?
say, brother, that 5 health is big help.
You're welcome.
Would you be down without that 5 health?
Yes, I have exactly 5 currently.
How much health do you have total-ish?
Total-ish,
gotta
well, I
math
have the
them down
33, then I have the extra 5, right? Because the max is 5.
Yeah, it gives you 5 to your max.
So yeah, that's 38 total then.
38 total. And you have 5 left. All right, I'll
Yeah.
give you 25 points back.
Oh shit.
Just handing out health?
That's all he gets. I don't have any after that.
Woo.
All right, how's everyone? Do you guys want to make camp here for a short time?
We ain't got that kind of time.
Agreed.
I mean, I don't think a short rest is gonna help me much.
Okay. Do wizards get anything on short rests?
You get half their spells back.
Half their spells? Okay.
Half their spell slots back, I should say.
Are we doing a short rest?
I was asking if you guys wanted to. If not, up to you.
Well, I think we can
I
maybe
mean-
peek our head into the bottom floor, go down where this barrel goes, and somebody can go down.
Oh no,
here,
Oscar,
these
you're at the
steps.
bottom of the ramp.
Oh, at the bottom of the ramp?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's less exciting. So then these stairs go upwards?
The other stairs on the other side look like they go up.
Yeah, there's a set of
Wait.
stairs on the opposite end of the room.
Well, I still think we should go up this ramp and surprise them. They'll expect the stairs.
Surprise
Don't-
who?
The next group of plant people. Cat, why are you so hungry? Get out of here.
I believe
Thirsty
Oh.
for your love.
seems we destroyed the plant leader and the druid.
It's possible.
Well, there might be more
The-
plant leaders.
Oh, I don't know. The druid was the one that came out of the place after us, outside. And then we found them in here.
Was
Wait,
the
was that
druid
the same?
druid?
Was that the same druid?
This druid did not look familiar to you.
No.
Not all druids look alike there.
When I asked earlier, someone said they looked familiar.
The creatures looked familiar.
Same type of creatures. Anyway, I say we go up this ramp. Is the ramp walkable?
No.
Okay.
You make me a good old acrobatics check.
Heck yeah,
As
acrobatics.
he goes up by
man.
himself.
Hope this is-
12.
So you how do you plan on scaling this ramp?
The same way I do at like a slide in a park. You just kind of like slightly ninja warriors. Put your hands on either side of the wall and you just kind of like scoot.
Okay. So you start to do that, and it's pretty simple at the bottom of the ramp, but then you realize that it kind of gets, the wall separation gets wider as you go up. So your span for your arms and legs doesn't quite reach, and you slip down into the ramp and slide back down to see Oscar at the bottom of the ramp.
You suddenly hear a large heavy object rolling down the ramp at you.
But yes, you're at the bottom of the ramp, and Romero, you just saw him slide down haphazardly.
So I take it we have to use the stairs.
Oh, we have to use the stairs.
Okay. I guess let's get back into combat formation, and Finch
Well,
can lead the way.
Do we want to look at what else is around down here?
I mean, you could look around as we go. Yeah.
Have we surveyed the cellar?
land.
I just mean that most of the stuff on this side is blown apart by that stupid druid spell.
Fair. follow Finch to victory.
Okay.
To victory, Finch.
Is there nowhere you guys wanted to look around down here then?
No, we can look real quick.
Well, I want to look on the other side of the cellar. That's where I was.
Okay.
Do the searching.
Yeah, I'm gonna search around as well.
Yep, search it up, Ross.
Okay. So searching through the room, it is pretty barren. It looks more like of a storage facility than anything else. But as you guys, anytime that you guys are pretty close to this northern wall, you realize it gets pretty cold anytime you approach it and get near it. Here where you guys were fighting the blights, you see 3 barrels here. They're actually pretty frosty from how cold it is against the northern wall. And you see labeled on the side of the barrels, they contain purple grape mash number 3. And Romero, where you're at, you see this glass bottle that's been left open. Across the label of it is the label that says that's also purple grape mash number 3.
Ah, yes. Wizards of Wine. The storied makers of purple grape mash number 3.
I remember that song. Grape mash number 3.
And then look.
It was a mash.
Grape mash.
Yeah.
It was a mash.
It was a mash.
So surprise. Also
Curse of
surprise.
Strahd success.
So surprisingly, also looking at the wine rack, not all of the bottles were launched off of it. There's about 20 or so bottles left on the racks. Looking at them at all, you see that their labels read across that they're Red Dragon Crush.
Hey, I think I had some of that. I remember that being tasty.
You gonna have some now?
We're on the clock.
Also, Oscar, around where were you doing your investigation?
Well, cause I think Finch, you were over in this side, right? Over here. Were you in this side?
I took a quick walk around to make sure there are no threats, kind of deal.
Yeah, there's
So
no
I
other
guess I would
threats.
have been like over here. Hold on, I have a hungry cat that's trying to eat those little packing peas that say "Don't eat." Get out of here.
The cat's made his decision.
Apparently, he wants to die. I thought I was a good owner, but I guess not.
Hey,
Anyway, no, I can't. Walls. Just over here somewhere.
Over there?
Yeah.
Alright, you don't notice anything too peculiar in that side of the room.
Did I choose the wrong side? Was this the side things were happening on?
If you want to say you were walking through the room when you did that.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, we're going towards the stair exit anyway.
Okay, so let's say that you started over here near Jorin and made your way across, trying to like investigate and see if anything seemed amiss. You do seem to notice that there seems to be something odd about this section of wall.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I've played enough Zelda games to know all you gotta do is break through, and I will punch through the wall.
let him do it. Let him break his little tiny fingers.
That's
That's
a save, not a check.
I was worried.
I was worried.
There we go. See? I knew I needed to save against it.
So you go and punch against this wall, and your level of punch from the rest of the party, it looks like you're just knocking on the wall. And as you knock on the wall, you do hear it's hollow from the other side.
Nice work, Oscar. It seems you found a very thin wall.
Yeah. You could probably punch right through that, Romero.
Finch, why don't you do it? I went through. No.
Yeah, that sounds like a.
Hey, Finch.
But let's.
I believe you got this. Bardic Inspiration.
Did you just go up the stairs?
I mean,
Did he?
Oscar's already softened this up for
What?
you.
This one.
That's right.
By Finch?
Oh, that.
This
Yeah,
one.
Okay. Like, wait, you mean the one? Wait,
No,
you mean
right-
the one
right
that's
there.
just? You mean the one that's just? Okay, I thought you were asking me to break into the stairs again.
No, break into this wall.
No, break into the stairs again. Do that.
All right. Let's see what we have.
I like how Finch rotates his token to show where he's looking.
All right, so you go to get ready to punch the wall, and your punch doesn't seem to do any damage. Instead, you hear a slight creak and realize that a door has opened.
I think a door's opened. Here?
Open that shit up.
Oh.
Okay, so you wander in, Finch.
Yes.
Okay, so since Oscar opened up the door for you first, and you punched it the second time, you're able to get the secret door open. Well, as soon as you open it, you just feel a blast of cold air hitting you in the face. And ahead of you is a dark tunnel that stretches for about 15 feet, and you see an archway on the end, which has a shallow cave that it leads out into.
What is this?
And you have a light source. So, as you approach the end of the hallway and look into the cave, you realize there's brown mold covering the walls, floor, and ceiling all around the archway and into the cave.
Well, that doesn't seem healthy.
So how far in do you want to say you went in, Finch, before you put your character all the way in?
I would say about where the brown mold started.
Okay, so probably where you are now in the... Yeah, right there. Because you can see it coming off the walls, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the smell of it. What did...
Jordan.
What?
What's on these walls?
Mold.
Can I push past all these guys and into the room with all the mold?
Yes. So yeah, you realize it's very cold, and as you step up... So how far into the mold are you
What
going?
kind of mold grows in the cold?
Anyway, as soon as you step in and get within 5 feet of the mold, make a Constitution saving throw.
Does this help with that before you make me roll?
Sure, I'll let you.
Is it still a con save?
No, I'm saying I'll let the divine health make you immune to it.
Okay.
But I'd say you
It's more
feel
of an infection, though. I
you
think.
feel a terrible cold, like as if it's sucking the warmth out of you.
God, it's cold in here.
Romero can walk just fine. It must be safe, guys. Let's all go.
You first, Oscar.
Do I see anything in here?
You don't see anything in particular that stands out.
Is this mold, like, is it any kind of similar to the plant people we've been fighting?
Not at all.
Oh.
But I don't see anything back here, like wandering around.
No, there doesn't seem to be anything being stored in there. It seems
But
as
is there
if
things...
It seems as if because it's sucking the heat out, and you notice the barrels were frosty on the inside, that perhaps they keep this here to keep the cellar at a freezing temperature for the alcohol.
Can I pop out some detect magic?
You don't
No, we
notice...
can't stop
I'm gonna-
you.
Do it as a... Well, I want to take the time to do it as a ritual.
Yeah, you don't notice anything magical about the mold itself.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say that this is just like a way to keep the place cold down here and icy. So maybe we should leave before someone catches something.
Oh. Alright. Solve that mystery. To the steps!
Steps to
Good
lead
job,
back
team.
up. Okay,
Well,
turn...
Lead
which
the way, Finch.
which steps do we want? Curly stairs or regular stairs that we already took?
Curly stairs.
Curly stairs like the fries.
All
The
right.
superior fry. Unless wedges are an option.
Wedges are the inferior option.
Alright, which...
I will fight you.
Waffle. Waffle's the superior option.
Correct.
Also disagree.
Mm.
Well, that's... Florida man makes poor choice yet again.
The more potato, if they can just fry an entire potato, sounds good.
I also said that baked potatoes and mashed potatoes are my least favorite form of potato, and I got yelled at. I know.
Well, baked
We
potato
did
is the
we did
worst
yell at you
potato.
for that.
Wait, does pierogies count as a form of potato?
Isn't
No.
gnocchi also then if you
No.
count
Wait.
pierogi?
No, I don't think it counts because that's more like a ravioli.
Potato ravioli.
Potato ravioli.
Basically.
All right, so you go up the spiral staircase. You go up one floor, and you see that you guys are here on the ground floor again. And you notice that the staircase proceeds to lead upwards if you so choose.
Well,
I don't.
do we want to explore the ground floor actually? Now that we've successfully overtaken the basement, work our way up.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than the last basement we were in.
I think you're muted, Stryder.
It's because I'm sneezing. Jeez.
Oh, I thought I heard you say something.
You heard him say sneeze.
Say sneeze.
I was saying
Sneeze.
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 Also, in the Discord,
Well, now you ruined it.
if the group has a chance, the rabbit in here with me won't stop begging over his lettuce plate. He's trying to
I
make
did
me feel
see that.
guilty.
You could always use him as a foot.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, so you find yourselves up on the first floor area.
And I guess I walk in.
Yeah, you are in the lead.
So in this area,
Cold.
in the basement, you didn't smell it at all, but here you can definitely smell the fermenting wine. You realize that this is a large two-story chamber which has 4 enormous wooden casks within it, each one roughly about 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. In the center of the room, Finch, you can see... Oh, is there a door in the way?
We can't get in.
Door.
Woo!
Nope, we're in. Also, a little heads up, I still have the detect magic for another 10 minutes or so.
Okay. This is a balcony, Finch. Finch.
Oh.
Or do you want to jump down? Anyway,
No.
so yes, so these vats in the center of the room are 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. In the center of the room, there's a wooden staircase that heads up to the balcony that you're all standing on. So you can take that staircase to be on the same level as the vats.
Wait, so we're up on the balcony now? I thought we were on the first floor.
You're on a balcony on the first floor.
Hops, when you get a chance,
So wait, does that go down to the basement?
No, these
Think of it
stairs...
like a half level.
Yeah, these
Okay.
stairs take you to the vat level.
It's so confusing.
when you get a chance, there's a crack in this barrel here that I can see through on the map. So what's in there?
Okay. Let me finish this up.
No problem.
Yep, so they're up at the balcony level where you guys entered in from climbing the staircase up from the basement. You see 4 windows looking outside. And then along this balcony are old empty barrels with the labeling The Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. Yep, so and then on the end of here, you can see that there's a half-open door here and a set of half-open doors on this end that lead further into the winery. And then, yeah. So yes, so you want to look into that barrel?
Yeah.
Looks dark to me.
There's like a small crack, like right in this little corner thing I happened to notice as I was crossing.
So we're on the balcony, right?
Mhm.
Are these barrels on the floor below us, or are they on the balcony as well?
On the balcony.
So is this like difficult terrain?
It'd be really hard to get past there.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Oh, well, I can still see through the hole here then.
But yeah, so looking through the hole, you see it's kind of like a 6-inch wide, 6-foot high opening for things to pass through. Right now it looks empty, but you do kind of see scratch marks implying things have been crawling in and out of it.
Probably rats.
Are they rat-sized scratch marks or like plant-sized scratch marks?
Do a nature check.
All right, hold on, guys. I got this. And nature. Boom.
These
37.
the scratches look like creatures crawling in and out, but you can't discern what type.
All right, I'll give everyone a heads up. There might be stuff in that barrel as I come down the steps. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay. Jorin, from where you're standing right now, you notice that there's a couple of glass vials on the ground. One is kind of empty and was tossed kind of on its side next to two that have a weird liquid in them that you don't recognize.
Well, that's interesting. I'd like to ask Aiden if he has any idea what's in these fancy glass bottles.
Okay. Aiden looking at it, he he does have a expertise with drinks and stuff. He likes to make cocktails for fun. He says this doesn't look like an item you'd expect to have at any kind of winery or brewing place.
Interesting. But no idea what it actually is. Just not beer.
Yes.
Or wine.
Yes.
Well then, I tell him he should hold on to those for further investigation.
Okay. I'll put it in his treasure list, and he can be like, "What is this? Weird liquid found in a winery."
Well, if we get 10 minutes, I can't identify it.
He's also a he makes drinks, right? He's like a
Yeah, I said that he is very familiar with drinks and alcohol, but this is not something that he recognizes that's a normal thing at breweries or wineries.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not for drinking.
You're not for
Well.
drinking.
Whoa.
I drink them.
What a bard thing to say.
He's no tall drink of water, is all I'm saying.
Is it because he's
No.
only
How
3
thirsty
feet
you are.
tall?
So he's a shot glass.
Yeah, you have to down them all at once.
Whoa. Okay. But yes. But yeah, so you see these vats, you can tell that they've been fermenting for a while.
So are we just gonna stand here smelling the wine?
There are several doors
What-
around you that lead further into the
What are we
winery.
doing? Are you sure this is supposed to be the balcony here?
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
No, you
I feel
guys.
like-
It says that these stairs lead up to the balcony, and the balcony.
Little dotted
Right,
line.
but I think the
Yeah.
dotted line is actually just the first floor.
I think the balcony is the floor above where we came in here, and we could take these stairs to go up to it.
Yes,
On
that's
a
what I
separate
said.
Floor. You said we
you
came in up here.
You said we came in up on the balcony.
Yeah, you guys came up from
The
here.
spiral staircase.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, but-
we're
what
saying
it
that we
says
don't think
makes
this is the
sense.
balcony.
Yeah, I said this
I-
is the balcony where it's.
No, we're saying that's not the balcony.
We're saying we came in under the balcony, not on the balcony.
Mm,
I disagree with. Well,
Because
disagree with that as
the
well.
ladder, or not the ladder, the stairwell has a break on it, and the barrels are sitting over the dotted line. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Hop, you have the big map. What's the second floor?
oh,
look
you're
like?
right. It says underneath the balcony are old empty barrels.
Tisk tisk tisk.
Victory.
I thought it said on the balcony. I can't read, okay?
No, you're
Why
fine.
the-
We're fine.
why
We're
the
just confused. We're
running?
trying to get a sense of our surrounding.
that's weird though. That like the barrels aren't like grayed out or anything.
To
supposed to
imply
be
the height.
underneath.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm assuming there's a second floor map.
Yes, there is a second floor.
Yeah, so this is
Oh.
under the like it's just showing us where the balcony would be above us with the dot.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I guess we'll go up the steps then.
Finch was very opposed and wanted to search the ground floor, so.
Well, can we?
So
Well-
Oscar goes up the steps.
Well, wait.
Finch, what say
Since-
you?
Well, can I just
mean,
look up? Is there anything looking
you can
over the balcony
look
at
up,
us?
See if
I
there's
mean, we
anything
can.
staring down at us. I mean, I think
Maybe.
that's actually a very valid a valid recourse. And since now that I know there's actually a balcony above this where things can just jump down on us, I'm very pro going on the second floor.
Oh, you're pro steps now?
Pro steps.
Alright, lead the way.
He's got a Peloton.
I was gonna say Fitbit getting a workout. All right. So you guys want to go up the steps and back up the spiral staircase to the next floor?
So is you going up
No.
first, Finch?
So bring us to the second floor.
Okay. So through the staircase.
What? Why the staircase? Why not the stairs in front of?
That is a staircase.
Oh, this staircase. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
other
Straight,
staircase.
the straight staircase.
Yeah, she just got confused which staircase you meant.
Also, a lot of staircase to building ratio. I'm just throwing that out.
Well, they got a lot of verticality in this place, so.
Yeah, but isn't it a lot of like moving barrels and things? That seems like a hard thing to do.
Oh god,
with-
there were bad guys!
No, they are not. They are just hanging out, watching and viewing you, or just groups of ravens. But they don't seem hostile to the group at all.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Who let these ravens in here?
I like ravens. They're cool.
Not to metagame, but these swarm of ravens have more health than the swamp guys do.
Do you have the stream open?
Are you cheating?
I'm pretty sure Mike plays off the stream.
No. It's supposed to look at the chat, see what they're saying. Apparently they
You can-
all
you
hate
can
mashed
pop the-
potatoes.
You can pop the chat out so you're
Yeah.
not viewing the stream.
No,
That's
I
what I
just
do.
cover the stream with
Roll
my map.
with Roll20.
Sure.
I just meant
Yeah.
that if you wanted to pop it out and put it over on Roll20, you could.
Anyway, but yeah, so now you're on the second floor. You see that there have been groups of ravens. They're not actually in your way as you walk through. They're kind of actually on the railings of the balcony. And they're kind of just observing.
Can I try and pet one of the ravens?
When you reach out to it, it kind of just hops to the side. You know how birds do? They have that silly, like, tiny hop.
Little side hop.
Yeah, a little side hop.
What if I used animal handling?
Come here now.
You can try.
I cast animal consent.
Alright. So you kind of get the body language of the ravens, and you try to reach out again. This time not really reaching the pet, but put your hand out to see if they'll land on you. And they look at you. They don't run, but they don't hop towards you.
Fair enough. At least they didn't attack me.
Jordan, you have to do it like this.
Stupid Barts.
What do you
I
do?
was expecting a one. I have like a small piece of ration or something in my hand.
Okay, so you have the ration in your hand, and you kind of... Do you make noises at them, or do you kind of just wave the food around?
Yeah, I'll cock my head at it and just caw. No. You know.
Huh?
I
As
take
one
it
handles
Jorin's
the
glaring
animals.
daggers at him this time.
I'm looking at him very confused.
The raven, one of the closer ravens to you, also cocks its head at you, and then like shakes its head, and then looks away.
congrats! We found one of the spies.
All right, so yes, so you find yourselves up on this balcony floor. There are a number of doors, but yeah, on this floor is where you see the 4 windows looking out into the property, and then the 2 doors that lead further into this top floor.
Alright. Shall we each try a door?
Are you sure you want to be the one to open that door and not me?
Alright, brother, you go open the door.
Okay, what about Jorin and Finch? Do you guys want to group up with them or try out different doors?
I think I've picked a side.
I'm gonna follow Finch up his door.
Aiden, watch the crows.
The ravens. All right. So, let me double check the areas.
Me and Finch, we get like our SWAT team signs together. You see us making like hand motions that neither of us knows what we mean.
Because you guys didn't come up with a code.
Yeah, because we didn't come up with a code.
All right. Romero, you're able to easily open this door, and you see the like a hallway in front of you. And same thing for you, Finch.
Oh,
I'm just gonna step out into the hallway. And I see things.
Okay.
me too.
Okay, so Fench, what you see in front of you is a druid who looks as if he's expecting you and looks very upset. And he starts casting a spell.
Can one of you just stop trying to attack and just talk with us? It would be great. I will barrel rush you if you try and actually cast that.
He stares at you angrily and roll initiative.
Damn it. All right,
Are
where's
we
Murray?
rolling initiatives on our side as
Alright.
well?
Yes.
The druids are always hostile. Kill them all.
That's what he shouts at the top of his lungs.
Yes.
And you guys could probably hear them.
Yeah. I think they found some enemies over there.
Agreed. So did we. And then you see the flail drop out as it uncurls from my
day.
belt.
I'll roll more than a
Oh,
10.
Romero, can you see those in that room?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we can see there's at least 3 in there, and one's a druid, yeah.
So you just see me uncoil the flail, get the shield out. I'm like, you ready for this, bro?
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Should we try to persuade them first?
You can persuade him from behind me.
All right, let me finish rolling initiatives for everybody. So got this guy.
Such a clusterfuck. That's party splitting for you.
I asked.
That's fair. I'm not complaining. I guess we'll see
Why is
how
this
it goes.
one?
Now,
Bad.
question for you, because I can see I did pop up on the turn order thing, but it's not. None of them are in order.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I do this and then I do a sort.
Ah,
There you go.
I shared turns with a dude.
What's your initiative bonus? It's probably more than this guy's.
Yeah, 'cause it's based off of dex, so pretty good.
And
Let's
then
see.
Romero, what's your dex?
+3.
+0.
Okay, so you'll go there. All right, so
Yeah,
then
+0.
again, it starts with Aiden, who is sitting here.
Oh, I go before the 6? Sweet. That's awesome.
Oh,
Cannot wait.
I meant to just put you in front of the other one that's a 4.
I know. That's something.
Oh, Aiden's first. Who shouts the loudest for Aiden?
I think Finch did.
Yeah, because we kind of just commented to each other.
Okay. So, what's his speed again? Is it 30? Probably.
Yeah, he should be 30. He's human. Or no, he's not
5,
human. He's...
10.
Yeah, he is.
No, I thought he was. Oh, yeah, he is human. 5, 10,
As he
15,
runs, he
20,
punches the
25.
crow.
No,
punches
he
the crow.
does not. They're on
Get
the
out of here.
railing. They are not in it. They're not impeding his speed. And then he sprints 5, 10, 15, 20, moves past Jorin and is back here. And that's his turn. So then Oscar.
Let's try to be diplomatic about this. I'm gonna cast calm emotions at them.
How force diplomacy.
Yeah. So take some of this.
Charisma saving
You can
throws.
make,
Personality.
charisma saves against him. If they're immune to charm or frighten,
Yeah.
then it doesn't affect them.
Okay. Nope. So the druid
Aha.
is an 11. And then
15 is what they need.
okay. And then one of the creatures with him. Okay. So you call. So how does this work exactly?
So I just or do you mean the spell or how fanatically? Or not
Alright. Suppress
You
any.
can either express the effect, causing a target to be charmed or frightened, or he can make them not hostile.
Okay.
They're not friendly towards us. They're just kind of like neutral.
Yes. So is that up to Oscar to decide or for me to decide?
He has to decide between those two effects.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely want not hostile. I want them to be like charmed.
You want the charmed?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we attack them or they witness their friends being attacked, then they will become hostile again. But
Okay. All right, but yes.
And like, and then I'll like to just shout out to him like, surely we can come to some kind of a mutual agreement and talk this thing out.
Okay. So yeah, so from
Maybe.
behind the door, you hear. Let me look at what languages do you speak?
I speak. I have that on here somewhere.
Mine's on my first page. I don't know if it's the same for you.
Other languages. Common, Elvish, and light armor.
And light armor, nice. Why couldn't you talk to that animated armor in Death House?
Yeah, man. Oh, because that was heavy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's light armor.
All right.
It's the whole little guttural things.
So yeah.
Little changes.
So yeah. So you shout that through the door, and you hear a word in a language you don't understand, and then you hear in kind of like a thicker accent in common. Who are you?
I am Oscar. This is my brother.
Are you?
Hello.
Are you here to hurt us?
Not unless you start a fight. We're more diplomatic people.
Okay.
As I kind of like put my foot to like hide his flail that dropped to the ground.
He's just like put it behind my leg.
He seems skittish. And he's like, if I close the door, will you leave us alone?
Well, we want to talk about why you guys are here to begin with.
I'll say that's it for your turn for now. So we don't go into
totally
full
fine.
RP. Then it's the blight here, but he doesn't come out to attack, but he clearly comes out to try and keep the druid safe, and he stands his ground.
Is it a humanoid?
It is a...
Audrey too.
It is not humanoid.
Oh, well then his calm emotions doesn't affect.
Oh, it's only human?
Each humanoid.
Oh, okay. Well, the druid also
Well-
said something you guys don't understand. But anyway, it's still not hostile towards you guys.
Okay.
And then it is Jorin.
Oh, our room's
Wow.
going pretty well.
Yeah, so Jorin, as you also cross...
Calm emotions was a great recommendation.
It's his way to force it in combat.
Yep.
So Jorin, as you walk through, you see what Fench was seeing. You see... Oh wait, that's not the sheet that I have. My notes got put into different places. I'll figure this out. Okay, so you also see what Fench sees, and Aiden also sees it now too. That the room is a wooden floor throughout, but you see that there's actually a 10-foot square hole cut into the center of it. Looming over that hole is like a wooden winch. Perched atop of it is a man with wild hair, rotted teeth, and skin painted red with blood. He waves a gnarled staff made from a black branch and babbles at you. Since he started babbling when he was spotted by Fench, you see that there's actually... where is it? You see that it seems like he was preparing a spell with him, and that there's actually like a small creature growing on the end of his staff.
Ew.
Oh, wow.
Well, that seems ominous. I'm gonna do what I think I do best. Cast a Hunter's Mark and go pew pew. Because I don't like creatures coming out of the end of staffs.
Okay. That does hit.
Pew number 1.
Okay. I dropped something. That's fine. That also hits. Yep.
Pew number 2.
Yep. So you aim your arrows, hopingly to distract him from summoning whatever creature it is at the end of his black, gross staff. And you deal a good amount of damage, and he looks visibly hurt, but he's still standing and still muttering words to himself. All right. And then it is his turn. Seeing that he hasn't been able to summon the creature on the end of his staff, he proceeds to try and jump down. Yeah, he tries to jump down below. And let me make a roll for him to see if he hurts himself. Okay, so yeah, he's able to jump down onto the first floor successfully, and you see that, and he kind of leaves your sight for a second. But Finch, as you peer over the edge, you see that there's actually a wooden wagon underneath that he's jumped onto.
Oh.
And then Finch, it is your turn.
So, hold on here. So he's jumped onto a wooden wagon below.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna surf that bad boy down.
To boldly go where none have gone before.
You can get him. I have faith in you.
Okay, it's 10 feet below, so you will take fall damage.
What? Acrobatics.
I don't think you can save against fall damage, can you, Stryder?
It's up to you. You're the DM.
Athletics.
Yeah, do an athletics.
Do a cool flip. Do a cool flip.
Okay, so you're able to
I
jump.
did a flip.
Seeing him, the druid first jumping down ahead of you, you're able to jump down and find a safe space on the wagon next to him, and you two are face to face now.
All right, I'm gonna try something. In Sylvan, I'll say, "Stop, or we're gonna have to fight you." Does he react to anything I just said?
He seems to kind of pick up on what you've said more from a tone than anything, and then he says something back in a very harsh, rude voice in a language you don't understand, and then waves the staff in your face, and then also kind of like waves at the arrows already sticking out of him.
All right, this is good. This is good. We're at gestures. That's conversation. I was like, all right, and I point to the slashes on myself. All right, it's like, look at me. I have been hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
I point at him and put my hands up in the air like, why?
Okay. As you're trying to converse with him, he kind of like points his staff down very quickly, and off of the end of the staff, you see something crawl off.
Well, I put my sword to it. It's like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah, let me grab it for you. Oh, I know what to do. You see this small twig-like creature that's clearly sentient start to like hiss at you. That came off the end of his staff, and he just the druid looks angrily at you, and he kind of points to you with his staff end.
You know what? I'm gonna try this. I take my sword and I sheath it.
What are you attacking?
No,
No.
sheath.
Oh, you're putting
it
your
away.
sword away.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But, like,
He
I put-
sheathed it with the man's belly.
Yeah, I was like, into what?
and I put one hand up as stop. It's like,
Okay. The druid still looks sternly at you, and I'm gonna say that that was your turn.
that's fine. I've made him stop.
Okay.
Hammer time.
Theoretically.
So then this druid in this room, he kind of hides back in the corner and keeps like motioning to the other creatures in the room with him. And he's like, so your question was, why are they attacking?
No, just why are they here?
Why are they
I think it
here?
was.
He kind of shouts out in like harsh tones. He's like, to get it back.
Okay. Do I have to wait to my turn to reply, or?
You can get one line out of it.
Alright, can we help? Get what back?
Guys, he shouts, he's like, you've already attacked. It's ancient druid thing. Wow. you'll just steal it for yourselves, adventurers. And then I'll say that's it. And then Romero.
So I'm like, so all they want is some ancient druid shit?
Yeah.
We care about ancient druid shit?
Not that I care of.
We just want to get this solved so we can get free lodging, right?
Yeah.
We just wanted wine.
So I keep my shield at the ready, but I kind of like put the flail away, and I'm like, hey, what exactly are you looking for?
He snarls again. He's like, you'll just take it for yourselves. Everybody steals things from us.
I'm like, what a pain.
Okay. And then this guy, he also comes through to kind of like barricade the way to him. And then it's Aiden's turn. So then Aiden comes over and he looks over and he shouts to you, Finch. You didn't kill those already?
Look, I don't think they actually want to fight. They're making it very tempting to kick their ass.
What makes you so sure that they don't want to fight us? They've already attacked us.
I mean, he hasn't hit me yet. If he does, though, he's going down.
He spawned a small creature to help him hurt you.
If he spawns another one, he's gonna die.
Do you want me to hold back and just ready?
Yes. If he hits me, kill him.
Okay. So Aiden readies a spell. Then it is Oscar's turn.
I'm just gonna like we have no interest. I can tell you, we have no interest in any kind of druid magic you guys have going on. Let us help you so we can be on our way. And I'd like to make a persuasion roll towards him.
Sure.
Woo.
Okay.
18. I rolled poorly.
So you can still hear in his voice that he still seems very upset by all this. He's like, if let us go, don't hurt us. We'll leave this place alone for now.
Why don't we just? But I mean, if we help you get your thing, you won't need to return back here, right?
We don't know where it is.
Well, what is it? Maybe we saw it.
You can tell he's nervously like walking around the room. It's like I can't. It's not up to me. I can't share.
Oh, who's it up to?
He kind of mutters under his breath a lot, and he says, "Baba."
Baba? Well, where's Baba?
It's down in Yesterhill.
Would I know? Is that a place nearby or?
You guys haven't heard of it before, but you wouldn't be. There's still. I don't think Aiden's read about the place either yet, so you guys would have to investigate a bit to find out about the place.
I mean, we might be able to go with you and talk to Baba, help out.
No trust. No trust. Let me go. I'll try.
All right. Oh shit! Out of game. I can just message this guy later. Just let him go. I'm like, yo, you talk to Baba yet?
For a message, you have to know exactly where they are. Or
Sending.
No,
you
it's
have
not message. Sending.
Oh, okay.
Sending, yeah.
Okay.
I just need to know them, and then they can be on another plane of existence.
Whoa.
I just be talking to their head as they're pooping.
Wow, I just thought of like a quest to like kick the ass of somebody's stalker.
Well, wow.
Just sending. He just keeps at 9 o'clock every day. He sends me a message.
Where's the money, punk? Where's the money?
What's the comedian's name for taking over someone's Tinder profile? Meet me at the corner of.
TJ Miller.
Yeah. If you don't have $50 in a bag, I will murder you and your family. Netflix and chill. Such a weird segment. Anyway, but yes, so
Meet me in the parking lot of the Don Pablo's at 5 a.m. or die.
Imagine getting that on a Tinder message. All right, so he's asked you if you let him go, he'll talk to someone else about you guys potentially helping. So
Yeah.
yeah, Oscar's still blocking the door. So
I'm not blocking. Oh, you mean like just like literally? Here you go.
well, I mean, did you tell Romero that's what you agree on? Or are you just gonna
Yeah.
assume?
Yeah. Romero, we're gonna let him go.
All right. Can I move back on his turn?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I mean, if you want to just move to the side, then they can walk by and get to the door.
I think there's well, I was looking. I think there's another stairwell down over here. I
Oh,
could be
behind
wrong.
us. I
Down the
think you're
hallway to
right.
my right.
There's this, and then there's one over here.
Yeah, so I was just gonna back up and let them go.
Okay, yeah. So you see them scurry off quickly down the stairs and leave.
Did we get that guy's name so that he can be like, hey yo?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oscar?
What's your name? Oh, he's walking by us.
All right. Let me see if I can find it in my notes.
He's a nameless druid. She didn't expect this outcome.
Does anyone?
He's leafy.
Leafy. Wow.
I mean, how many
After-
times have I tried to talk our way out of
I was
things?
gonna say, after every
This is
fight we've
true.
had, this is normal.
Yeah, this should be her assumption for every fight. Oh, you're fighting a horde of demons who speak unintelligible tongues? Can we not fight, please?
Yeah, you did try to reason with needle blights in the basement.
I thought there was a druid down there, right? That's who
There
we-
was.
No, he was trying to talk to all of them.
I figured one of them will hear me. I really should take comprehend languages.
That wouldn't be bad for you.
Next level.
Next level.
I'll swap something else for that.
I also want to make sure that I have it in my notes. So he says his name is... Sorry, I'm looking through this list of names and I don't like any of them. One of them is Asjask.
Ass Jazz?
What kind of name generator is this?
I like it.
Curvy one.
Ask
Sounds like
Jask. The druid.
Sounds like a good druid name.
Okay, he says his name is Rellerin.
Rellerwin?
I'll type it out.
Yeah, how's that spelled? Alright. Alright, we'll be in touch.
He nods and he's like very nervous, and it's almost as if he feels like he shouldn't have even confided in you at all.
We're friends.
Alright.
I haven't made friends yet.
Okay.
Does he come? Wait, does he come down in a way that shows him those guys fighting?
No, he wouldn't be able to see it either way because of this like wall.
I'm just making sure, cause like they suddenly become hostile again if they see their friends getting hurt.
No, because I don't even think they'd see the area where they've dropped down. And plus, none of them were actively fighting at that moment since Finch is yelling at everyone, hold back. But now,
That's just have 2 hours sticking out of him.
but now it's Jorin.
Well, I assume since I'm standing next to Aiden, I've seen and heard his conversation with Finch over here.
Yes.
So I'll move around this pole and yell down to the druid. You know, if he doesn't want to fight us, why are they here?
He shakes his head and starts waving his staff around. And you can kind of see what seems like another growth on the end of this black piece of wood.
Suppose I pull back an arrow in a threatening manner, since he's been substantially injured by 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And to tell him if he values his life, he should probably stop that.
He just stares angrily back up at you. Then it is the druid's turn. So let me scroll down to the first floor. So yes. So, seeing that you've put your sword away, he begins to run off outside, running away, but still waving his staff around, and leaves you behind with that one blight. And then it's your turn, Finch.
Come on, Blight, get out of here.
Oh, I need to roll an initiative for it. Give it a turn.
You're like, shoo, get out of here.
Shoot, boy. Shoot.
So I'd say it actually... Yeah, it actually should go before you, Finch. And then it does attack you. The 20 hit.
Yes.
So it only does the 5.
All right. I guess that triggers the Aiden's prepared action, right?
Is that how that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
His action was prepared if Finch got attacked.
So then he'll toll the dead this guy. So then,
Toll the dead.
so
Toll
he
the
definitely
dead.
gets hit with it. And then where's Aiden sheet?
It's not injured, right? So it's like 2d8.
1d8.
Did you up the damage on? No, did you up the damage on it? He's level 5.
Oh well, he never updated it, so I was just rolling with it, thinking he leveled everything up.
Gotcha.
But either way, it just
It probably just doesn't auto update the damage when you hit certain breakpoints.
okay. I'll make sure to tell him about it. I'll send him a message to let him know that everything. It looks like he leveled up, but his cantrips aren't there yet.
Gotcha.
But yes, so he, the twig blight kind of squeals in pain and falls over dead, begins withering away. But yeah, so your turn, Finch.
All right. I haven't had a chance to use this skill yet. So guess what? Tavern Brawler gonna tackle this bastard to the ground. Oh yeah! All right, so let's see. How do I do this now?
Yeah, how does a tackle work?
Does this work
He
again?
just gets a bonus action to attempt to grapple, so they have to make strength checks against each other.
Oh, there goes my rolls.
Nice.
Please tell me you can beat that. There you go. All right. So yeah. So the druid being hurt, and he was too busy focusing on summoning another one of those blights from his staff. Falls over. He lets go of the staff, and Finch, you have him grappled.
Yeah,
Cool.
So now you're allowed to attack because that was only a bonus action.
Cool. I guess I'm gonna knock him out. A non-lethal damage, clearly, hand to hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock you out.
So then, is that just like physical damage he takes, or is that another strength test?
That's just physical damage, I believe.
Okay, so he's knocked out on the ground right now, passed out.
Oh, he's already knocked it. Oh, he is. All
Well-
right. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit him again. I'm not gonna hit him again then.
Yeah. So like from the hand to hand, he does pass out.
Oh, okay.
But Finch, since you're outside of the building now, you realize you start to hear some noises around you, and you look up and you start to see some of the woodland plant creatures walking towards the building.
I pull up my sword again and put it to the back of his neck.
He's already passed
look-
out, so you can't get
I
anything
think
out
he's
of him.
trying to...
I'm trying to threaten them.
Okay.
I was like, stay back, or this goes down.
All right. So Romero, it's your turn.
I loot the room.
All right.
We handled our shit. I get to loot now.
All right, so looking into the room, you realize you're in some kind of, you're actually in a printing press room. So in this chamber, there's a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room, where you see that there's paper being fed into it. Yep. So feel free to look around.
Okay. I loot like the desk and the cabinet if I can.
Okay, so you find that
So there's a desk, a cabinet, a printing machine, and
yes. So inside the cabinet, you find a key hanging on the loop of twine. It doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look like it unlocks anything in here with you right now. Looking through the desk, you are able to find you see sorry, I'm just all my notes are all over the place. You see bottles of ink and pieces of parchment and kind of like jars of glue. And on top of the desk, you see that there seems to be some printed wine bottle labels, and this is where they did that process. And also, amongst the desk in one of the other drawers, you find a scroll of
like
scroll of
add that.
purified.
I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say just add it to my inventory along with the key.
Okay. Scroll of purified food and drink.
Cool.
And then do you take all of like the glue and writing supplies?
Nah, I'd probably just leave that.
Okay. And then okay. So both of those are in your inventory. Anything else you look for in particular?
Well, what else is in here? Just the other machine.
Yeah. Nothing else seems to be lootable.
Alright, I'll probably just move back out and go down the hall
Okay.
to stand in front of the store. I assume that's probably my whole turn, right?
Yeah, and I'd say you guys can leave turn order now.
Cool.
So yes. So Aiden, I guess, saw Finch leave his view. So Aiden would start like heading out towards the ground floor looking for a way to get to him. What about you, Jorin? I guess so. Okay. What does everybody else want to do?
Oh wait, sorry, my mic was muted.
He pulled a me.
Press the button to unmute, but it didn't unmute. Well, is there like a bucket hanging off of this fancy contraption thing over here?
There is a rope dangling down.
A rope dangling down. Can I take the rope down to where Finch went?
You'd have to like use there's like a wheels on it. You'd probably have to lower it down to be a safe distance to fall down.
I'll do that.
Okay. So, yep. So you can go ahead and do that. It's not difficult to turn since it seems to be a way that they load the barrels up full of wine.
Just spin it down and then go down the rope after him.
Okay. So you end up here and you see Finch grappling the druid, and you also kind of hear in the distance, but you can't see them from where you're standing, like next to the wagon, but you can hear the distance, like the crunching of the plant feet. Yes.
The plant feet crunching.
Yes.
Crunch. Crunch.
Finch, what did you do? It sounds like you pissed off a lot of them.
It attacked, and we have to subdue it. It just makes sense. We have a hostage now. This is good.
Okay, so Jorin, do you walk outside or do you stay inside?
I'll take a couple steps outside.
Okay, as you step out, you kind of see in the distance that there does seem like a number of them are approaching. You also see that the staff has a it's like a half of a growth on the end of it that looks like it's trying to separate itself from the staff.
Like, yeah.
Why don't you take the staff?
I was gonna say I'll take the staff and like take the end that has like the growth coming out of it and just try and like jab it into the ground to squash it.
Okay. So when you grab the staff, You realize it's spongy underneath of you. And
Ew.
as you pick it up, you feel it's sticky and you think it's almost a sap on your hand, but as you look down you realize it's a bloody residue left on your hand.
Oh, this has been a terrible idea.
So you're taking like one of your short swords to try and cut off the growth on the end, or are you just slamming it on the ground?
I'm stabbing that into the ground like I'm trying to jam the staff into the ground from that end.
Kind of like you're swishing a spider with a staff, like.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. As you do that, it does break off, and the thing that was growing on the end looks like it wasn't fully grown yet and kind of shrivels up. But you notice where it was growing, the staff starts to bleed a bit.
This staff is absolutely disgusting. Where's my detect magic friend?
But
Actually, can I see if there's anything natural about this?
it is definitely made out of wood, from what it looks like.
But I'm curious what bleedy wood I might know about.
Looking at it, it does not look like any trees you've encountered in the woods, but from the shape of it, it does look, and like, not so much the shape, but like, the texture of it does look like it would have grown in nature. It doesn't look magically made.
Okay. But I have no idea what it could be.
Yeah, you're not so familiar with this particular tree.
All right, then. After I squash the thing from the end, I'm going to drop the bloody, gross, squishy staff.
Okay. So you drop it on the ground, and you do still have some of the residue on your hands.
Gonna wipe them on Finch. This was his idea.
All right.
Poor Fence. He's always getting blood and shit wiped on him.
All right. What about Romero? Oh, with the rats too.
Yeah, it happened to
Yeah.
Rats as well. We both were like cleaning our stuff on his cape.
What about Romero and Oscar?
I was gonna let Oscar make the next move.
I mean, because we don't really know what's anything going on there. I mean, these downward stairs seemed interesting.
There's a hallway full of doors.
You did hear me shout, but cool.
You want to try these doors?
Yeah, we can try these doors.
Translation: they don't care.
Actually, you want to try these doors? Yeah, let's just try the doors.
Okay.
This one has a bedroom in it.
Yeah, this one's a bedroom as well. There's a bunch of like chests.
Are there a bunch of chests?
Okay. So opening those doors, you see that you found yourselves, each of you looking at a different set of sleeping quarters. In each of these rooms, there's 2 pairs of bunk beds that occupy the room. And against the west wall are 4 identical footlockers.
Oh, so yours looks exactly the same as mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Romero, what you do notice in your room is that there does seem to be children's toys kind of scattered around the room. One thing that catches your eye is what looks like what's supposed to be a children's wooden rocking horse, except it's painted completely black, has wild eyes, and has orange painted flames where its mane, tail, and hooves should be. You see, carved into the side of it is the name, I wish I knew how to pronounce this. I've read it a few times. Bucephalus? Bucephalus. And right below that, you see a slogan, "It's no fun, it's no Blinksy." Blinsky.
Hey, Oscar, there's another one of these weird-ass toys in here.
On a
then
side
I go-
note, Phantom Steed. Good name for it.
True.
Oh yeah, Oscar, don't forget, you also have the doll with the same phrase in the stitching.
Yeah. So we definitely want to grab that up.
For you history buffs out there, Bucephalus is the name of Alexander the Great's horse.
Ooh.
Fun facts.
Fancy.
But anyway, I'm gonna go loot these lockers after I shout to him about the weird pony.
Okay.
I'm assuming at the same time he's doing that, I'm looting mine.
Okay, both of you look through all the foot lockers. All you see are like clothing, personal belongings, but you don't see anything of actual value.
I grab the toy horse as I leave, and I hand
It
it
is
off.
not a toy horse. It is a wooden rocking horse.
All right,
So
I
it's a
grab the
toy.
toy wooden rocking horse, and I give it to Oscar as I leave the room.
I don't know that you can fit this in a bag so easily.
I just like hold up on my shoulder.
Okay.
I feel like if it's for a kid, it can't be that big.
No, it's probably like what, like 2 feet long?
Yeah.
It's our payment.
Yeah, it's still not. It still doesn't fit in a bag.
I mean, if we walk out of your house that's now monster free, and I got your kids' rocking horse, it's fine. The least you worries. I'm taking
It's
this.
also like a terrifying look. It looks like a fucking demon horse.
So what's in this last one?
Oh yeah, there is a door there. Let me take the door away.
Oh, eats.
Yes.
Oh, more doors.
So this room contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. And next to the pantry, you see a small stove.
Is that the pantry in the corner there?
Yeah, like.
Anything in it?
It just all looks like typical supplies you'd see in a home, in a kitchen
what's this
area.
Last door here, I guess.
Last door. Up. And then Romero, you can also open this
Master
door.
bedroom.
Yeah. So, Oscar, you
that
find
loud.
yourself in a room that contains a 4-poster bed. Its headboard is carved in the likeness of a giant raven. There's a soft black rug that covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stand 2 slender wardrobes with a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking cradle. To the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair. Other furnishings include wooden chest and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame.
Do I recognize the church at all? Church of the Raven Queen, if I had to take a guess?
No, it appears to match the churches that you've seen so far that worship sun gods.
Okay. And is that this thing here? Is that the tapestry, or what's?
Let's see. That's the cradle. And yeah,
This
this is
thing
the
right-
tapestry.
Okay.
The wiggly thing.
There's not a baby in the cradle, right?
No, there's no baby in the cradle. But
Alright,
I think you guys saw in the woods there was a woman holding her child.
Right. I don't know. Is there any important documents or anything of interest? Like this, and there's like a chest over here.
On the desk, you do see that there seems to be a manifest for shipments that the wine has been going to, and this dates back a number of years. Do you want to look through it?
Sure.
Okay, so skimming through it, you see a couple of abbreviations written across it that seems to be pretty consistent for where the deliveries are. You see the initials BV, BW, K, and just the word Vistani. Scrolling through, you see some of the earlier notations of these. BV seems to be an abbreviation for what was the Blood of the Vine Tavern in Barovia, and that the BW was the Blue Water Inn in the town of Valaki. And K is for a town called Kresk.
Okay.
Hey, we saw a sign for that one.
As you skim back to before they started using abbreviations, you also find entries for the letter S.
Strahd.
And then you said you were also going to look at the wooden chest?
Yeah.
Okay. So you find it.
This one's the mimic for sure.
You find that it's actually locked.
Oh no! Whoops!
Bust
Plant
that open?
monsters. Yeah. No, plant monsters! Don't open the chest. Bust it open.
All right. What do I do?
So wait, are you?
I want to break the lock off.
You want to break the lock off? Okay.
Didn't you find a key?
Oh yeah, I could try the key on it.
You do try the key, and the key doesn't fit.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Never mind.
You.
Can I try the key for my old rusty lock from the death house as well?
You can. You also try that one, and that one also doesn't fit.
But what if it did?
What if it
But what
did?
if it did?
You can try. Yeah, you can try a strength athletics check on it. And then while he does that, Oscar, is there anything else you're going to look at in the room?
I guess as he's doing that, I'll poke in this closet.
Okay. Inside of that closet, you see women's clothing, but nothing of value. All right, and then Romero, with that, what do you do exactly while you try to break it open?
What do you mean? What do I do?
Are
while
you
I try to
using an
break it?
item? Are
Am
you
I like tap dancing at the same time? Like,
are you using a weapon? Are you using your hands? Are you using an item to brace it?
what's this chest look like?
It looks like a
We want some
classic wooden
flavor, man.
chest that has like a key lock on it. On the
Oh,
outside of it, holding it.
Can I bash the back hinges and then open it from the back?
Okay. Yeah. You do that, and you find that one of the hinges was a little rusted, so you're able to crack that open, and you can lift it from the one corner to peer inside. You do.
Did I see anything inside?
You do see what look like pouches that likely are filled with money. Yeah, that's what you see.
All right, I'm like, I hold it open. I'm like, all right, Oscar, come pull these out, separate it out.
All right, I'll go over there now. Separate it out.
Okay, so you find 3 pouches. And then...
And in each pouch?
Yeah, and Romero, as you lifted it up further, you see what looks like could be...
A false bottle.
what do you call it? Yeah, like a thin piece of wood on the top that doesn't seem to match the rest of the chest. Kind of within the lid.
Like, Oscar, knock out this weird piece of wood while you're at it.
Boom. Knock, knock.
Okay, so yeah, so you crack that open. So in total, so between the 3 pouches, 1 pouch has 50 gold in it.
Okay.
Your cat seems very distressed.
Oh, sorry. She's just hungry.
Is it dinner time?
No.
Sorry. I'm doing math because they use electrium in this one, and I know you guys don't prefer that. In a middle pouch, you find...
You can just translate electrium to platinum for 1-for-1. Math's too hard.
You find 135 gold, but what stands out about some of these coins is that they actually have a profile of Strahd imprinted on the one side. And then in the 3rd pouch, you find 350 silver. From the secret compartment, you find a golden locket and another pouch, but this one containing 5 gemstones.
So, brother, morally, how do we feel about this?
I mean, it is just the 2 of us here. I suppose we should give some to the rest of them.
Oh, so the moral applications of stealing at all was not an option, was not part of your thinking, just about how much we should give to the party?
Look, I'm a paladin of conquest, Oscar. We conquered this winery. I can do what I want with it. Pillaging and looting are fine.
All right, why don't we just we'll add all the money to the party fund then. We'll just take it all.
Okay.
Okay.
Destroy the evidence. Destroy the chest. Maybe we'll forget about it.
Just leave the remains of the chest tattered in pieces. They won't remember.
Yeah, can I smash the chest up a bunch with my flail so that it looks like something beat the shit out of it to get it open?
Oh, so it looks like the plants could have done it and not you guys? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll just like leave it strewn on the carpet so that it looks like someone dragged it out and then smashed it.
Okay.
We killed a bunch of these plants, guys, right? There's like some plant residue on his mace or something. I can like scoop that off and put it onto the chest.
I feel like I almost need to make you roll for like a staging.
Deception? You want me to roll deception?
Yeah, roll a deception.
See how well you can
23.
Okay.
Well,
It definitely looks like someone broke open this chest.
Okay.
I could also stage a performance if you want. Roll performance.
Yes. So Romero smashed it to bits. And then Oscar, between like the clothes and the armor and like just the general combat, you guys do have some pieces of plant left on you, so you kind of lay it around and make a trail into the room around, and you step back and it seems pretty believable that plants came in and kind of tore through this.
And they left the rest of the house untouched.
They didn't find any locked chests in the rest of the house yet.
It's true.
There's
They
still
did break down that
opportunity.
one
They
refrigerator door
were
wall.
looking for something here.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so then I'll go back to here. I'll say that Aiden's out here at this point with you guys now.
I guess I'll leave.
And then Aiden looks around and he goes, What, Jorin, why are your hands covered in blood? And Finch, why do you have a knife to the back of this druid's head?
Well, what are we supposed to do?
Aiden looks around and he's like, I guess prepare for a fight. I don't know. Did you guys try using the staff or anything?
Well, I touched the staff, and it's gross and bloody, and it was growing things at the end of it, so I squished them.
Well, aren't you just a wuss? Pick it up and use it. Hey,
Me pick it up.
one of you pick it up and use it.
Yeah, Jorin seems to have used it already. Why don't you try it again?
Use is a very loose term. I squished the thing that was growing out of the end of it. I wouldn't say I used it.
Aiden looks around and he thinks about it. He's like, if this thing grows them, do you think it grew all of these around us?
Well, this one was growing little tiny ones. So I don't know if it was growing all of these around us, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were more of them to grow these things around us.
Okay, so...
And, well, I'm assuming the other ones that I can kind of see coming look bigger than the little ones that were growing out of the staff.
Okay. Alright, so then Aiden kind of just prepares himself. Finch and Jorin, what else do you want to do?
Well, is there anybody of sentience that's coming out, or?
No, they all look plant-based.
I'd suggest to Finch that let's drag his hostage back inside and find Romero and Oscar.
Good point. All right. Do you want to hold him, or do you want me to grab the staff?
I'll take the staff. I'm already bloody. I'll just wipe my hands off on you again after.
I'm gonna punch you.
Alright, so what part do you want to go into? Keep in mind that this area that you went out into doesn't really have doors.
Well, we can make doors.
I'll climb back up my rope. Actually,
Well, isn't that
let's load Druid Man into one of the barrels and pull him up the rope too.
Is an option.
Finch, how do you feel?
I'm gonna try one of the doors.
Well,
Oh, look at that.
so you're bringing him in with you, like, in here?
Yes.
Okay. Jorin, which way do you go?
I'll follow Finch.
Okay, and you go through. As you guys pass through this door, you do see that there is pieces of wood lying around that you could use to help barricade if you so choose.
I guess I do.
Okay.
Given the ominous choice, yes.
All right. Romero and Oscar, what are you up to now?
I think we're just going down this hallway.
Okay. Do you want to open this next door?
Yes.
Okay. This leads out into this the wench area where you see the rope hanging, and you look down and you see the wagon full of barrels.
So we just see this winch area.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see anyone.
I mean, at this point, you might have seen them running inside and bickering along the way, and that they've run into a door. So you
If you don't see us, you definitely hear us.
But at this point, they would have passed underneath of you and into like a door underneath. But you could clearly have heard them bickering along the way.
Oscar.
You're muted
Oh,
somehow.
yeah, sorry, it got muted under my belly fat. Can we shout out to them?
You could try.
It's not that funny, Ash.
That's what you shout to us?
Who's Ash?
My wife was laughing at my belly fat. Who, yet again, can only hear one part of this conversation. I'll just hey, guys, what do how'd you guys do?
Yeah, we got a hostage.
We caught one druid.
We released one druid.
What?
Oh.
We'll come down to you guys, and I'll over here,
Mm-hmm.
come down these steps, blah blah blah.
Blah, blah,
Not
blah.
over to them, I guess.
Here.
Yada yada yada, and
I
everyone.
just follow him.
Yeah, so you guys all, Jorin, you can see them coming down from the balcony area.
What do you mean you let one go?
What does that mean? What do those string of words mean?
Oh yeah, we talked to my man over here. Let me bring up his name. He told us he was looking for something, but he had to check back from another guy to see if he could let us help. So I figured we'd let him go, talk to him, and I'll reach out to him later and see what's going on with that.
You got his address then?
Yeah, I
What
can
does
shoot
that
him a
Reach out
message.
to him, talk to him. Okay.
What does that mean? I don't.
I can magically shoot him a message.
Oh. Like, at any time?
Yeah,
Like a
Like,
magic missile message?
essentially.
Wait, does that mean you can do that for all of us? Or...
Yeah.
Oh. That is useful yet terrifying.
I'm gonna go with Finch on this one. Useful but terrifying.
Well, it's just
So,
audio based.
what
Then
do
you can reply to it.
what do we do with this?
Hey there, friend. What's your name?
He's still passed out.
Yeah,
Oh.
he is solidly knocked out.
Okay. Well, wait. Why do we have a hostage?
Well, he didn't immediately attack
Finch.
me, and
Finch went soft.
I did.
This is like a personal problem.
I shot him with a bunch of arrows.
Not in 2 games.
Finch said, "Hold on, let's talk."
We don't need
So I
a
stopped shooting him
hostage,
with
right?
arrows.
Yeah. Well, we've cleared out the house now, right? There's nothing else in here.
That we've seen. I don't know. Is there another floor above it? We saw one room and then jumped through a hole in the floor.
Oh, there was
We-
that one spiral staircase we didn't take.
We looted a bunch of the rooms upstairs.
We didn't find anything though.
So wait, hold on. First things
Romero kind of gives Oscar side eye, like
I think
Right,
of,
so-
as Oscar is clearly carrying this huge wooden rocking horse with him. We didn't find anything though.
Nothing at all.
I'm going to
Oh,
ignore that for
This?
now. So what
Where
do we
rocking horse?
what do we do with the druid? Do we just toss him outside and have him scamper off or whatever?
I can wake him back up.
I could just smash his head.
What? No. We're
um,
not killing him
as
now.
you guys have been discussing, you start to hear the scratching at the door that Finch had barricaded.
Yep, I'm killing him. There's no need for them to wake him up.
What? Wait, what's outside the door?
Oh, there's a little army of those little twig guys.
Yep, I'm killing him definitely.
well-
If there's an army outside, I'm killing this man.
No, but these guys control him. You can tell him to stop.
He doesn't speak Sylvan and he doesn't speak Common. What
Can I
the
smash
hell
his
did-
head now?
Wait, how did you talk with one?
What? I spoke common. You know, 'cause it's common. Everyone knows common.
All right.
Okay, look. He didn't speak either of those.
Hop, can I smash his head with my flail?
Nothing's stopping you. Finch is holding him, but yeah, you do that, and he stops breathing.
God damn it! At least let me drop him. I have so much blood on me right now. You guys do you enjoy making me dirty?
Do you want the real answer to that question?
Give me the staff.
You still hear scratching at the door, regardless of him dying.
You have solved nothing.
What's the
I've
staff?
solved you having to carry that gentleman around while we do battle with whatever's outside.
So that gentleman who has recently had smashed in was growing those little twig things from the end of his staff. I squished one off the end of it, but it's this weird bloody wood and it's squishy.
Haps, when you get a chance, I'm casting Identify at the staff.
Okay.
Are you doing the full ritual? It takes a minute.
No, I'm just gonna do the regular casting.
So what does that
I'll spend a
mean?
slot.
What do you get to?
Wait, is it always a ritual?
Yeah.
Oh, well then you
Oh no,
still...
no, it can be a ritual, or I could just cast it.
I'm just confused because the casting time is 1 minute.
I think it still takes a minute, so it's not like something I can do in combat. But as we're bickering and stuff, like as they were bickering about smashing heads and
Okay, so it is magic. You learn that it comes from
The ritual cast for it still costs a minute, so it's gonna be a ritual. So it's not gonna cost you extra time. Wait,
No, to cast it as ritual takes me an extra 10 minutes.
but to use it as a spell slot, he just
oh, it still costs you
Yeah.
a minute.
It
Gotcha.
still
Yeah.
costs me a minute.
yeah. So it will require attunement to use all of its abilities.
Wait, does he have a pearl worth 100 GP on him? Because you have to have the cost ones.
What? Is it Identify
Yes.
always needed a
Oh.
100
Yes.
gold coins? That's
Yeah.
bonkers. Oh, forget that, Jazz. It's not that important. I'll just do this.
Never mind.
I'll
We
do-
don't identify.
I'll do this
one
one
now.
instead.
It is
That
magic.
one's-
that's all
that one's
That's all
fine.
you got from me.
You rolled a 20 on Arcana.
All right, well here, give me that staff. I'm magic.
All right.
I will gladly hand Oscar the bloody stuff.
What kind of school of magic would this thing be?
I mean, it
Herbology.
makes stuff.
All right, now
so
that you
what?
have it,
What's-
you can tell us what you
Conjuration?
actually found upstairs.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like a conjuration. I was gonna ask what like necromancy for plants is.
Plantromancy.
Botany.
Necromancy for plants is still necromancy.
I guess. I always think of that for like humanoid or beast creatures. I didn't know plants still applied.
I mean,
Necromancy
it's
is anything
death.
dead.
yeah, if it's death's magic, it's necromancy.
Okay, because it does have a couple properties to it that I think would. But yes. So anyway, so you grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, so grabbing it, you feel the spongy texture that Jorin explained, and you feel a sticky liquid on your hands, and looking down, you realize it's blood.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. What do you do?
Went over that.
I'm gonna go over to this door and just be like, "You shall not pass," and hit it on the ground and activate it.
The scratching does stop.
Oh,
Wait, that works?
yeah. You know, magic. I just wave the stick around.
So
I punch a
angry at
wall.
him.
Wait,
Punch a
me
wall
or
again.
him?
I punch a wall again.
So anyway, should we loot like the first floor?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Aiden, can you?
Is there a window we can look out this door?
There's no window on that side.
I'm requesting Aiden to cast that word.
Prestidigitation?
Yes, on me to clean me up.
Sure.
Beat you to it.
I'll take that. All right, let's just clear this out, I guess. Go to the top floor, I guess.
So, Fench, you go to the top floor?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll scream if something kills me.
Oh, I tried to move you up there, then you moved again.
Jordan, peek out your door. Is there anything? What are they doing out there?
I am with the bats.
Ravens.
They're, well,
Bat ravens.
raven bats.
Yeah, Jordan, you can peek through
Yeah.
a little bit by, opening the door just slightly, and you do see they're all just kind of standing at that door.
They're all servants of Strahd.
It's like
I
they're
look
all
at-
just hanging out there.
Do a small dance, and I hit the staff on the ground again. See if they start dancing.
They sway side to side.
This is dumb.
Gosh, this is fantastic.
What are they doing, Jordan?
They're just moving a little bit in, I guess you could call it dancing for them.
All right. Well, I guess clear a path. I'll open the door. And I staff again.
So you're opening this door?
Well, I'm gonna make sure they clear a path first.
I don't have tokens for them yet, but believe me, they're out there.
Okay. Have they cleared a path then?
Sure, yeah.
All right. And let me know in 30 minutes to attune. Is it 30 minutes or is it an hour?
Depends.
This staff's
it's
gonna be
dependent.
cursed.
It could be,
You're gonna turn into a tree by the end of the week.
but a very pretty tree.
You're not
A very bloody tree.
It's- From what I've found so far, it's a bloody tree.
I'd like to think I'd be the type of trees that teens would like drive out on weekend nights to go make out under. That's the kind of tree I want to be.
It's a weird desire, but hey.
Each their own, I guess.
Yeah. But anyway, so what are you
Totally
doing,
objective
Oscar?
I guess I'm controlling these plant people.
Okay.
I am
Just like,
following
hey,
Oscar, amazed
I'm
by
a-
what he has just managed to do here.
All right,
I'm
Romero.
Oscar. This is Jordan. Romero.
Like, you asking what I'm doing?
Yes.
I don't know.
You don't know anymore. There are a couple doors by you, so like these double doors.
Is that what the dancing looks like?
Not nearly as good as Baby Groot, just a sway from side to side.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just open this door and look through.
Okay. So looking through those doors, what you see is
A bunch of fucking casks.
yeah. Where are my notes? They're here. Yep. So through there, you see rows of new barrels filling this room. There's a narrow stone staircase that spirals upward in the corner of the room. And counting up, it looks like about 13 empty barrels.
Go to this door
Okay.
and open it. Oh my gosh, there's like barrel making supplies.
Yeah. There's strips of iron and wood that lie in neat piles on the floor of this workshop, the walls of which are lined with tools. There are 2 work tables standing against the wall.
And none of them look like they have anything useful.
Nope.
Is there a hammer here?
Yeah, you could expect to see one.
Maybe a chisel as well?
Yeah, like I think that's a hammer.
Oh no, the plant stole my hammer.
These seem like little chisels.
Can I take a hammer and chisel for myself?
Sure.
Why not?
To make
Chisel
some
it.
You never know
graffiti
when
on
it's going to
stone.
be useful, man.
I want to carve
I
my
agree.
name in every stone I pass by.
Alright, I take it and then I leave.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever other people want to do, they can do.
All right.
Bunnies are freaking out again.
Over what?
I think Frag pissed Fumi off.
That sounds about right.
I was gonna say, does this seem like an appropriate place for us to pick up again next time, since we're getting closer to midnight?
Yeah. I mean, you guys can finish out looting whatever you
Or-
want. Oscar,
I got a plant army.
do you really?
I-
So you want to become attuned to the staff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wants to loot whatever I can loot in the building.
I think you guys have taken care of everything. I can open up all the doorways for you, so you can look around if you want. So, we're
That's like an entrance, right?
yeah, it's a veranda.
What's this one?
Side note.
It's the same place.
I do go up to one of the ravens and just say, I wave to him and say, "Hello, Strahd."
They look visibly upset and caw at you and fly away.
You said the S word.
I'm good with quitting here. We seem to have looted everything, and Oscar now has an army of plant people. So
Got that going for us.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I like where this is going. Very interested in what Oscar's doing here.
Okay.
Plus, we got
Can I take a
the
short
one
rest
friend.
while everyone's looting, and I'm staring at what Oscar's doing?
How long's the short rest again? An hour?
An hour.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Do we also get a short rest? Because you don't have to sleep for a short rest. You just have to not do.
Yeah, I can give you guys all a short rest, and I'll let
Bada bing.
Maker know that to give himself a short rest as well.
I'm gonna use a hit die.
Yeah, me too.
Hops, when you get a chance, can you add that stuff to my inventory?
I'm full
put
health
the-
again.
So
Added the wooden horse, but it was all the gems and things.
yeah, so out of the two of you, who's holding all like the money loot and stuff like that?
I was pretty much carrying all the money for the party.
Yeah, but you also don't ever tell anyone how much money we have. So Romero definitely takes at least the bag of Strahd coins for himself,
That's fine.
as long as he needs it.
So then I think the other one was what, 50 gold and
You got 50 gold and 350 silver, and then whatever the gems and necklace were. Unless you want to give me some of the gems. Or
I'll give you-
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the gems, you get the necklace.
All right, I get another necklace.
Did you get all that?
Mm-hmm. So,
Also, where does this key go to?
actually, you know what? I forgot. So, your key fit into these double doors, had chains locking them, and your key opened up the lock to unlock the chains.
Dope skis. So I throw that key away.
All right, so let me double
You
check.
take the chains.
Oh, here's
I
so
don't need the chains. I have a padlock and stuff.
so Romero has the 135 Strahd coins. That's gold. And then yep. Okay. But yeah, all right. I'll bring the stream down since now it's just like accounting and stuff.
All right. Goodbye, stream.
Bye,
Bye,
stream.
We'll miss you.
Woo.
Until 2 weeks.
Till 2 weeks from now.